long. His back's against the wall, and he should be playing a little bit loose now. Nothing really to lose for the Spartans. They come in with just the 1 wins. They are heavy underdogs. And sometimes you play a little looser right there, and things start to go better for you when you play that loose.
Well, it's the Juab Wasps hosting the Emery Spartans in 3A state playoff action. We'll take a break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 during our Snow College pregame show, and we'll be back with an interview with head coach Mike Bowering. We'll do that when we come back here on the Snow College pregame show, where they offer the lowest tuition and fees in the Utah system of higher education. Start your education at snow.edu. We'll be right back.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources. Welcome back to the Snow College pregame show. Snow College in the top 10% of the nation in student success. Turn on your education. Go to snow.edu. I'm with Mike Bowering, head coach of the Juab Wasps, here on the football field in the state playoff game here in Nephi. And, Coach, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
What a huge win last week you got to be able to host a playoff game, a lot better than going on the road.
Oh, absolutely. We, at this time last week, we weren't sure where we were going to be or who our opponent would be, and so kids deserve a lot of credit. They came out, played well, and here we are, so we're glad to be home.
And how is it to reward your fans that have been with you all season long with one more home game?
Oh, best fans in the world. We love them. They, you know this because you've been with us, but you travel and they come with us. So shout out to the fans. They're awesome. They're very good, and we appreciate them. And, yeah, it's great to play in front of them, and we're excited for today's matchup.
All right, tell us about some of the good things you pulled out of the game last week at North St. Pete from your young men.
Well, you know what? I think that was probably the game where our offensive line played very well, handled the pressure, and we were able to execute at a pretty high level. And with that said, we kind of made it tough. You know, we definitely had 5 or 6 plays that, didn't need to happen, and we got to clean that up. And if we clean those things up, I think this team's going to be hard to beat.
I know that you're favored in this game against the Emery Spartans as they come in, but as you know in football, you can't take anyone lightly. You've been stung in the past. Everyone's been stung in the past by overlooking a team. What have you told your young men in the locker room about this team from the Spartans?
Well, respect all. Respect all, fear none. We got to, our goal isn't simply to win today. Our goal is to get better. And the last 2 weeks, we feel like we've played really well, good football, knocking on the door of great. And you know what? That's our goal, is to play great football and take a step forward.
All right, tell us about this Spartan team. What have you seen on film?
Well, it's been a quick week, short amount of time to prepare for them, but they've got some, their number 5, he's the guy that we got to watch. He goes and catches the ball. They move him around to slot, to wide out. You got to know where he's at and what he's doing at all times.
All right, I noticed they had 3 passing touchdowns in their last game. Do they have more of a pass or rush attack?
It's fairly balanced. They'll run, gun most of the time, and they'll run some motion, and they'll run some off tackle where they pull a guard, and they'll run that toss and run some nows, some slip screens, verticals. So you just got to be ready. You got to be, in the right position and be an athlete and make plays.
What kind of defense does the Spartans play, and how do you attack them? What is going to work for a Juab?
Well, what we've seen on film is they're in a 3-4 with 2 safeties, and what we've seen is they play off the ball a little bit. So, if that's the case, we'll try to take what they give us and, take some of those quick, easy throws. Well, I say easy, but they're not really anything easy. But, take the throws underneath. They try to prevent you from going deep and things like that. So we'll try to establish the run as well, and so try to mix it up and just see what we can attack and where.
One more question. I know I'm looking at your coaching staff here. I see a lot of beards being sported here. Is this Major League Baseball playoff time, or is this hockey playoff time? Is this sporting the beards for the playoffs, or what are you doing here, man?
Well, I don't know. I guess, you win and you just, you try not to change anything, but I don't know. Just laziness, I think. I don't know what it is, but we're happy to be playing today. We're excited.
Well, you need to get Kevin Jacobson's baby face with some hair on it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's shaved yet. So hopefully here in the next 2 or 3 years, he'll have to shave once.
All right. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. I want to wish you the best of luck.
Thanks. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys do.
All right. Head Coach Mike Bowering of the Juab Wasps will send it back to the studios for this timeout on the Snow College pregame show.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centracom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed in Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today. CarWiseUtah.com.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom Channel 10. It's our Snow College pregame show. Snow College, of course, ranked number 14 in student satisfaction with RateMyProfessor.com. Turn on your education at snow.edu. Well, welcome back to our broadcast here from Juab High School in Nephi, the 3A state playoffs. The Juab Wasps taking on the Emery Spartans here in this football game, and we appreciate all of our sponsors, including Carwise Auto Sales, Central Valley Medical Center, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Zions Bank, Centricom Channel 10, Materion Natural Resources, Garrett Honda, Security Insurance, Stevens Feed, Azomite, and Snow College. And, of course, sponsoring our Stat Check will be All Around Dental Care, offering braces as low as $98 per month, free initial exams, x-rays, and in-house discount plans. They accept all types of insurance. We'll be back right after this as they present the colors here at Juab High School.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources. Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, on our Snow College pregame show. Of course, Snow College has a 73% successful transfer or graduation rate with an average class size of 20. Visit snow.edu to find out more. Well, we appreciate you joining us here on our broadcast. Coming up, we'll also have our Big O Tires Player of the Game, top quality tires, shocks, alignments, automotive work, and a national warranty on all Big O tires. Your Big O Tires in Nephi, the team you trust, I guess Ty, the guy you trust over there as well, over at Big O Tires in Nephi. Well, taking a look at this game, Cam, you got the captains right now meeting at the midfield at 50-yard line on the huge Burgundy J on the field for the toss. Tell me, what are some keys here for the Juab Wasps to get a victory?
Well, I think, first of all, they've got to come out and they've got to try to establish a running game early, and that's been something the Wasps have been struggling, and some of that, this young offensive line, just as it gets better, it needs to continue to get better, opening some holes there. Backs need to get through there. So I think the first key is if we can establish that running game, I think for the Juab Wasps, that's a positive thing. And then defensively, the Wasps need to be able to stop the run.
All right, there's your keys to the game, of course, there with Cam Wright. And, of course, as you take a look at the Emery Spartans, they're wearing their white tops with black numerals, black pants, and black helmets. The Juab Wasps with their gold helmets, gold pants, as well as their burgundy jerseys. And, of course, they've got their white numerals on as well. So we're about ready to start this football game. What happened with the toss there, Cam?
Yeah, I didn't see that, to be honest with you. I was watching right there, and then I looked away, and all of a sudden they were going. So we'll have to wait and see where they come out. Looks like Emery's going to kick, so I'm going to assume they won the toss and deferred.
The Juab Wasps talking about won the toss and deferred. We sure appreciate you joining us for our broadcast here. Coming up during our halftime show, we'll have some stats for you as well and all the like. Other games going on today. We'll have, of course, one other game going on today. That's Beaver hosting North Summit. The other games are all set up for tomorrow in the 3A ranks at least. You've got Manti at Union, you've got Richfield at Carbon, and Judge Memorial at Juan Diego. Your thoughts on the games tomorrow?
Well, and I think there's big favorites there. And, you know, I know some of these teams coming in lower seed, but I would not surprised to see this be a southern sweep of this region play here, at least going in right here. I think even the 6 seeds, Manti and Richfield, I think can go ahead and pull off wins over 3s and 4s. So I kind of would expect to see the North kind of dominate the South in this first round.
All right, well, the Juab Wasps are set to go. Kate Bowering is back to receive, back at his 10-yard line here on the near side. On the far side for the Wasps, I believe, is that Easton Wright?
That's Bodie Blackett.
Bodie Blackett, my bad. I saw the 2, couldn't see the 1. Your boy is not going to be returning any kind of kicks, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Not as the quarterback. And ready to go for the kick is going to be the Emery Spartans. Brock Winter will boot it away, the left-footed kicker. He is ready to go, going from left to right with the kick. There it is, a high end over and kick. Kate Bowering is going to field it. He gets it at the 15-yard line now. A little reverse, hands it off to Blackett. Blackett comes to the near side, and the Spartans read it nicely. Hammered on the play. A fantastic tackle by Jace Mangum.
Yeah, Jace does a great job of staying in his lane down there. Doesn't fall for the reverse right there. And the Wasps kind of ran that reverse to the short side of the field right there. Not a lot of room for Bodie, as he was unable to get started right there and able to get it out too. Very well, they do spot it right on the 20.
So at the 20-yard line, first down and 10 for the Juab Wasps as they come out and are ready to go. And right now, Easton Wright hands it off, going to the far side, and it's going to be Bodie Blackett trying to get to the corner. Spartans string him up, but he does get to the sideline, heads up field, and picks up about 10 yards before he steps out of bounds, right out about the line marker there.
Yeah, and Bodie very patient right there, and I think that's really developed in his game right there, as he was very patient, just taking the little creases that he could get, waited for that to open up, and then able to scoot down the line. Very similar to the plays that Bodie had last week against North Sanpete that he was able to spring.
So right now the Juab Wasps with the football. Here we go with the under center is Easton Wright. Right with a back in the backfield, 2 wing backs and split wide receivers. On this first down and 10, there's a quick pass out. It's going to be caught here on the near sideline by Clarence Cool. Cool's going to catch it between the numbers and the near sideline, and then is tackled after about a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, just a little timing route right there. As Clarence came out of his break, the ball was right there. He was able to catch it and turn it upfield and turn that into a very positive gain for the Wasp on first down.
So right about the 40-yard line, there's the snap again for the Wasps. They go far side with the quarterback keeper on that one. And no, it's Kate Bowering who got the handoff, and he goes across the 50, and he is off into Emery territory at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and the Wasp into a very good rhythm right there. Kind of went hurry up after that completion to Cool and just hit that quick comebacker right there on that little sweep to Kate Bowering, and he is able to make that into a very positive gain.
So first and 10 for the Wasps as their offense is moving. Clarence Cool to the near side, Brigham Perry to the far side. Bodie Blackett comes to the near side in the slot. In the shotgun is Easton Wright. Wright first and 10 from his 43-yard line. Back to pass lots of time. Dumps it off on the screen pass. Caught on the far side, but a nice tackle by the Emery Spartans. Zion Gibson as he comes up and makes the tackle on the Juab player.
Yeah, and Zion Gibson from that linebacker spot did just what a linebacker should do. He read screen right there and then started hunting the receiver and was able to get there just as the ball got there. Slipped inside of those blockers for the Juab Wasps that had pulled out there and able to make that tackle.
Braden Pay just got enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. So second down and 10 for Juab. 10:42 left here in the first quarter, no score. In the shotgun is going to be Easton Wright. 2 wide receivers near side, 1 far side. Back to throw is Wright. He's going to throw across the middle, has a receiver. Clarence Cool makes the catch right in the middle of the field at the 25-yard line, and then tackled there for another Wasps first down. And, of course, that's a Nephi Federal Credit Union first down, serving residents longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. Nephi Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union.
Wow, and I'll tell you, Clarence Cool, the benefactor right there, he's kind of matched up one-on-one coverage as they're really keying on Brigham Perry. That time the ball delivered, he makes a great catch and turns it upfield.
So first down and 10 for the Juab Wasps again. Now the handoff goes up the middle and trying to power his way forward and doing so to the 20-yard line. A pickup of about 5 on the play is the Wasps running back, and I believe Pay got the call again.
Yeah, Braden Pay, who's stepping in for the injured Dylan Von Motts, who was injured last week in the Sanpete game. But Braden Pay, who played the last part of the game, and then he got injured. So the Wasps were down to their third fullback. Braden able to come back this week and picks up a nice gain there.
So second down and 5 for Juab in the red zone now at the 20-yard line of Emery. Brigham Perry in tight to the right side. In tight on the left side is going to be the Wasps' Jaden Voltenson. In motion goes Bodie Black. He gets the pitch to the left side, fumbles the ball and falls on it, and then it rolls out of bounds, luckily, and he pounds the turf as he couldn't make the catch, but the Wasps still maintain possession.
Yeah, that time just got his eyes upfield looking to where he wanted to run there before he secured that ball. The Wasp lucky that kind of bounced out of bounds as Bodie just couldn't quite figure out where it was there, went to jump on it, but the ball goes out of bounds for just a short loss, too. Not even a big loss on that play.
So third down and 6 to go for the Juab Wasps. As we look at our Livingston Photography scoreboard, no score, your one-stop shop for your imagery needs, copies, business proposals, to capturing the greatest smiles on film. There's the snap. Handoff goes to number 10. That is going to be Bowering. He goes over the right tackle, gets up to the 11-yard line for another Wasps first down.
Well, great job by the offensive line there. A big hole there for Bowering to run through, and Cade just went right where the hole was, got more than the first down required right there. And we talked about that in the pregame, but that's a good sign for the Wasps that they're running the ball early.
Juab getting close to the Cache Valley Bank end zone under center with I formation behind him. A wide receiver to the right. There's the handoff to Bowering again from Easton Wright. It's going to be to the right side. Gets inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Looks like they mark him right at the 5 for the carry.
Yeah, but once again, nice pickup, 9 yards or so on that pickup, maybe 8. But good hole on that same side, off the right side of that Juab offensive line. Great job by the offensive line.
So 8:53 left here in the first quarter. No score. Juab is threatening now as they have the ball at the 5-yard line. Second down and about a yard to go, maybe a yard and a half. Juab taking a lot of time in the huddle right now, and they'll have to hurry to get to the line.
Yeah, they're going to have to rush up there. There's the 5 count there.
Easton Wright with I formation, and he looks over the defense, has to call the timeout, and we will take one as well. It is going to be a Drew Bay Used Cars timeout, making the vehicle buying process simple, stress-free, and affordable. At Drew Bay Used Cars, you get world-class service with a hometown feeling. No score here. Second and 1 from the 5 for Juab when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden. Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. It's the Juab Wasps, second and 1 from the 5-yard line. I formation behind the quarterback, Easton Wright, trying to get the Spartans to jump. Almost said Wasp to jump, but he doesn't want his linemen to jump on this. And it looks like it's going to be flags on the play. I don't know what they're going to call here, though.
Yeah, that was motion on Juab. It looked like a wide receiver may have jumped right there on that play. So that's going to back the Wasp up 5 yards and reset the play here. You'd say it gives you more room to get there, but you had 2nd and 2. You'll take that anytime over 2nd and 7.
Well, I called it right. Unfortunately, I said Wasps. I meant to say Spartans, but he got his own team to jump off. So unfortunate there for Easton Wright. He's just too good. Must take after his dad there.
Yeah.
Brigham Perry wide to the right side. 2 on the near side for the Juab Wasps. Second down and 8. There's the snap. Back to pass. Throw across the middle on the slant. And Brigham Perry not looking for it. It just sails right through, incomplete. That was a dangerous pass.
Yeah, into double coverage there. That safety was coming up onto Brigham Perry there. And little miscommunications as he never even looked for the ball right there. Looked like the route was right, but he must have read that it was going to be deeper or something right there. And just a little miscommunication.
Wasps trying to get to the Cache Valley Bank end zone. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Right now it's 3rd down, and we'll call it 7 as the Wasps have it at the 9.5-yard line. 2 wide receivers coming to the near side for Juab. One of those is Carter Shepard. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Cade Bowering going to the far side. No, it's a play action. Now rolling to his left, throwing to the end zone. Wide open. Brigham Perry, touchdown.
Yeah, and that time rolled out. It looked like Emery had done a great job of taking away Carter Shepard, who looked to be the primary receiver. But Easton had plenty of time that time and just sat in the pocket and waited, and Brigham Perry came open across the back of the end zone.
So the Wasps open up a 6-0 lead over the Emery Spartans at the 8:20 mark here of the first quarter. And Juab scores first. Now we have the Wasps coming out, and, you know, all season long they have struggled, of course, with the extra points. They may just go for 2 here with Mike Bowering, and I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and, you know, they were really good in the preseason. Then they ran into some problems here in region play, and it's just gone south on them.
There's the snap. Handoff goes to the near side. Coming is Bodie Blackett, gets to the end zone. 2-point conversion for Bodie Blackett as he gets in.
And just a good little sweep play, and got just enough to get it across there. Bodie just put on that little burst right there at the end and fell right on top of, just inside of the pylon there for the 2-point conversion.
Right into the Cache Valley Bank end zone for the 2-point conversion. Of course, Cache Valley Bank offering mortgage and construction loans and the Cache Valley Bank app for banking on the go, all with the touch of a button. We'll be back. Juab 7, Emery nothing here from the state tournament in Nephi on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today. CarwiseUtah.com.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. There's the kickoff for the Juab Wasps, fielded by the Spartans, being brought up the middle and tackled at about the 30-yard line. Is going to be the return man for the Spartans, and that's where they will start off. Returned on the play, I believe, by Tristan Leroy. And, of course, Juab taking the first possession, marching it downfield and scoring. Cam, that's good news for the Wasps.
Yeah, very good drive, good mix of pass and run right there as they went 80 yards and did a really good job and were able to get that touchdown at the end of it, and with the 2-point conversion.
So 8-0 our score. The Juab Wasps, of course, leading the Emery Spartans, ready to go. The Spartans with their first play of the game offensively. There's the snap. And going to the pass and thrown across the middle. Incomplete, broken up. That was intended for Zion Gibson.
Yeah, Carter Shepard just from that cornerback spot got a hand up there, able to knock that down. Perfect coverage that time by Carter Shepard.
8-0 our score. The Juab Wasps over the Emery Spartans. I mentioned 7-0 earlier, but you're right. They got the 2-point conversion to make it 8, Cam. And now they'll send out a wide receiver. Will Emery to the far side. That's Jeremy Brannon. To the near side is going to be Riggs Griffin. In the shotgun is their quarterback, Kyson Stilson. Stilson with 2 backs on either side. There's the handoff at the middle, and a big hit as carrying the ball was Zion Gibson, and he was just hammered. One of the Wasps that got in there was Rylan Watts.
And I think that ball came loose, and it did, and the Wasps have recovered as that came loose right there in just on the initial hit by Watts and just fell straight to the turf, and the Wasps were quick to jump on that, and so they'll take over with a very short field here.
Turnover first in the game for either team, and what a job. Juab very opportunistic. That one must have, like you said, just fallen right to the turf because it was hard to see it pop out.
Yeah, I just saw it between players right there as it came out, and that's, you know, that's opportunistic for the Wasp defense.
So Juab's offense back out on the field. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Under center is Easton Wright, a wide receiver to the far side, Brigham Perry. There's the quick pass out. Cade Bowering makes the catch but drops it incomplete. That'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, pass a little behind Cade right there. He just had to kind of reach back. He had a host of Emery defenders right there and just couldn't bring it in, but that pass was just a touch behind him.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Juab. They have the ball at the Emery 33-yard line. This time they'll send out a wide receiver to the near side, Zach Cowan, along with Bodie Blackett. Brigham Perry to the far side. In the shotgun this time is Easton Wright. With a back to his left, Pay Back to throw is right on 2nd and 10, throws one across the near side, caught by Cade Bowering at the 25, to the 20, down the sideline to the 15, dances to the 10, and then finally sandwiched by 2 Spartans and gets to the 5-yard line. Cade Bowering, what a run after the catch.
Wow, and watch on your replay here as you'll see Zach Cowan gets a great block that really springs him and just kind of opens that whole thing up for Cade as Zach comes back and makes a block right there at about the 15-yard line. And it looked like Cade may have stepped out of bounds, but they didn't say that. That could have been a defender's foot as well.
So it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Juab Wasps. Under center is Easton Wright. Back to throw. 3-step drop. Lofts one to the corner of the end zone. Almost caught, but bobbled and dropped. Incomplete in the near back corner for Zach Cowan.
Yeah, tried to take advantage of the size advantage that Zach has right there. And he was well covered, just couldn't get both hands up there to bring that in. Good coverage by the Spartans on that play.
That'll bring up a 2nd and goal for Juab at the 5-yard line of the Spartans, leading 8-0 right now over Emery. Now, I formation in the backfield. Bowering is the tailback. There's the pitch to Bowering, going to the right side, cuts inside, now back outside, dives for the end zone as he gets tackled. Touchdown, Cade Bowering.
Yeah, and once again, very patient running there by Cade Bowering. That pitch play designed to go to the outside. Emery got a good job of setting the corner out there, but Cade found a little room up the middle. And so he just kind of cut it back, able to dive into the end zone for Juab's 2nd score.
So he gets into the end zone for the TD, and Juab leads 14-0 right now. Fantastic job by the Wasps on the play. And they pitch it out to Bowering as he makes one cut, then cuts back to the outside and gets into the end zone for the TD. Here they're going to go for 2 again. There's the pitch. Out to the near side, it's going to go to the end zone, and running right in is that Pay or Blackett?
Looks like Blackett.
It is Blackett.
Yeah, Bodie once again, almost the exact same play they ran for the last 2-point conversion. And so the Wasps jump out to an early lead, 16-0, and I think this is probably as good as Coach Mike Bowering could have asked for.
So the Wasps lead 16-0, kind of like the lead they had last week against the North Stampede Hawks. It's 16-0. Juab leading Emery. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, 16-0. The Juab Wasps lead the Emery Spartans. There's the kickoff, going to be fielded along the near sideline to the 20-25-yard line to the 30-yard line between the numbers in the near hash, and finally tackled at about the 34-yard line is the return man for the Spartans. And returning at that time, I believe, was Rance Jensen.
Yeah, or
no, check that, 33. Trevin Brazier.
Yeah, and just a really good return. And, you know, in the film I've seen, they've done a great job on kick returns. And once again, right there, they're going to have good field position to start this drive. So we'll see what they can do. You know, had a really good play last time, ended up just putting it on the ground after a good pickup.
So now 1st down and 10 for the Spartans. They have the ball at the 33-yard line on their side of the 50. There's the snap to the shotgun to Stilson. He hands it off and quickly tackled in the backfield by the big defensive lineman of the Juab Wasps. My goodness, what a job defensively that time. I believe that was big number 72, Braden Pettit. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that was Pettit who got right in there and able to wrap him up in the backfield. Good move there by Braden to get in there, and you know it's going to be tough if you can make a team one-dimensional. If Emery has to start just throwing, that'll play into the defense's favor.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 after the yard loss. In the shotgun is Stilson. 3 wide receivers far side, 1 near side, going left to right on your radio dial. Back to pass, he's in trouble. Flushed out of the pocket, runs to the near side, tucks it under and runs, dodges a tackler, then gets hammered at about the 37-yard line. A short pickup on the play. Brigham Perry was over there. Also helping out for the Wasps was Blake Mangelson.
And Blake Mangelson, who blitzed from his came in from his defensive end, and it looked like about 3 offensive linemen have been assigned to Blake Mangelson right there to try to control him on that edge. He got knocked down and got back up and was able to chase that play down.
Well, Brock Crippen is the one who forced him out of the pocket with a quarterback hurry. He really broke that play up.
Yeah, he did, and good penetration, and penetration always is a bad thing if you're an offensive team.
So right now, 3rd down and 8 for the Emery Spartans. They have the ball at the 35-yard line. Back to pass is Stilson. Here comes the rush. Mangelson almost got him, but he launches the pass. It's going to be intercepted by Cade Bowering. Bowering has it at the 36-yard line, and Juab will get their second pick of the game, actually second turnover of the game.
Yeah, and that time, because of the pressure applied by Blake Mangelson coming from that left edge, Stilson kind of had to just throw that one up for jump ball. Cade Bowering in perfect position from his free safety position, just went up and won that jump ball spot, and the Wasps have forced a second turnover here in the first quarter, and will have good field position again.
So 1st and 10, the Wasps at their 37-yard line, already leading 16-0 as we look at our Livingston Photography scoreboard. We sure appreciate all of our sponsors in this ball game, and including our Big O Tires Player of the Game sponsor, your Big O Tires and Nephi, the team you trust. So right now it's going to be the Juab Wasps 1st down and 10. And what do we have here, Cam?
Well, we got somebody's dog's got out onto the field and has kind of stopped play. He's going to go back and check with the official. The official tries to pick him up. The dog won't have any part of that. And you know whoever's dog that is now leaving the stadium and pretending like they have never seen that dog before.
The cameraman finally on the sideline. Our camera lady picks up the dog and holds him.
That's Coach Bowring's wife down there that actually got him corralled right there, able to pick him up.
So 1st and 10 for the Wasps. In the shotgun is Easton Wright. He rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's going to fire to the far sideline. Going to be caught by Brigham Perry at the 47-yard line of the Emery Spartans and quickly tackled for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, they gave Brigham a lot of room right there, and he was able to make that deep out as Easton had plenty of time to throw that ball and just fired it on the run right there. Brigham Perry went up, got it, brought it down, and that's a nice 1st down.
So 1st and 10 for the Wasps. Another Nephi Federal Credit Union 1st down. Of course, we'll try to get you some score updates from around the state. Only one other 2A game going on here, so we'll try to give you some Major League Baseball scores as well for those interested in the playoffs. 1st and 10 Wasps, 47 to Emery. Back to pass is Wright. Wright's going to throw to the near side. It's going to be caught here at the 32-yard line, being brought in nicely by Carter Shepard, and Shepard is tackled right there at about the 33.
Same play that they ran on the other side to Brigham Perry. This time they come back to Carter Shepard. Same result right there as Carter able to make that catch and turn it upfield, and another 1st down. And right now, just everything the Wasps are doing is working out very well for them.
So 1st and 10 Wasps, and that is going to be a timeout called with 6:18 left here in the first quarter of play. Juab 16, Emery nothing. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Back once again, there's the snap. Handoff goes to the right side for the Juab Wasps, and this one's going to be given to Trey Lund, excuse me. I'll call him Troy, it's Trey. And he carried the ball to the far side, got a yard out of it, but boy, Emery did a nice job coming up.
Yeah, they did, and we'd have to try to pick up the number on that tackle, but they came up from that linebacker spot or from that defensive secondary and just made a great one-on-one tackle against Trey. Trey's not easy to bring down one-on-one, and they were able to do a good job with that.
Juab Wasps now 2nd down and 9 on the far hash, going from right to left on your TV screen and your radio dial. One back in the backfield. Easton Wright looking over the defense. Now wide receiver near side, wide receiver far side. He's going to pass to the wide receiver on the near side. It's going to be caught at the 25-yard line, still on his feet. Powering his way forward is Zach Cowan, and Cowan has another Wasps first down.
Yeah, just ran that little slant play. They saw something that they liked. Looked like that play was checked at the line of scrimmage and went to that slant. Zach Cowan came open across the middle, and then it did a great job just one-on-one there of picking up some extra yards just on his effort alone.
So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Juab, leading 16-0 over the Emery Spartans here in the first quarter. I formation behind Easton Wright. Wing back to the near side, it's going to be Bowering. There's the handoff to Bowering. Go to the far side. He's to the 20, to the 15-yard line. Breaks free, gets to the 5, dodges another tackle, and breaks free to the end zone. Does he get in? Touchdown, Cade Bowering.
Wow, Cade Bowering on a little counter from 23 yards out, just scooted his way and broke a couple of tackles and just kind of went on his own after a nice hole opened up by the offensive line. Then once into that defensive secondary, it was all Cade Bowering, and he broke a couple tackles and able just to stretch that ball across the end zone.
Ball popped out at the end of the play, but that's because he hit the ground, so the ground caused the fumble, so no fumble in the end zone. And the Juab Wasps have taken a huge lead here over the Emery Spartans, and they will go for the extra point this time. Here's the snap. The kick is on the way. A line drive kick. That's going to get through up and good. A beautiful kick that time by Sam Jones. I wouldn't say beautiful, but boy, he put it right through.
Well, and at this point, the Wasps just glad to see one go through. It's been a month of Sundays since they were able to get an extra point successful for a variety of reasons. And that one finally scooted right through, got into the end zone and got in between the goalpost and gives Juab a nice lead.
23-0. Juab leading Emery in this 3A state playoff game in the first round here in Nephi. We appreciate you joining us here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. That was your Westland Electrical score update, whether industrial or residential. If you want expertise in electrical and data networking systems, trust the experience at Westland Electrical. And of course, Mike Trina and Cam Ryan along with you. We appreciate you joining us as the Wasps will kick off after their 3rd touchdown here in the first quarter. And of course, we had an interception in the game, a fumble recovery by the Wasps that resulted in a touchdown, and also an interception that has now resulted in a score.
Yeah, just the Wasps been very optimistic, taking advantage of the Emery mistakes.
Here's the kickoff on the way by the Juab Wasps. Going to be fielded back at the 16-yard line, brought up between the numbers and the near hash, and right to the 30-yard line, and then hit and runs into a nice burgundy brick wall there. And that is going to be all about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and just really good return. The wedge was set up. Parker Brough able to slip in there on special teams and actually stand him up right there, and he never would really go down before a host of Wasps got there and able to corral him and stop his forward progression.
Westland Electrical score update extended here. It's the LA Dodgers at the end of 6 leading the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1. And the Dodgers, of course, have tied that one up at 2 games apiece, looking to take the lead.
Yep.
Here's the snap for the Emery Spartans. Stilson pitches it out to the far side to Zion Gibson. Gibson gets to the corner, heads upfield, picks up about 5 yards on first down, and heads out of bounds.
That time, Cade Bowering from his safety position, Bodie Blackett from that cornerback spot had to get over there and wrap him up after the Spartans did a great job of setting the edge that time, able to get Zion out there on that corner, and then before the Wasp secondary could get over to push him out of bounds.
So that'll be a 2nd down and about 6 to go for the Spartans on the far hash, going from left to right with 4:52 left here in the first quarter. Zion Gibson in motion to the near side with 3 wide receivers. There's a pass hit by his lineman. He has to roll out. Stilson does to the far side. Now has to run the broken play. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet to the 45-yard line to the 50. And then tackled there by the Juab defense. Cade Bowering comes up to make the tackle, but credit Stilson there with some good wheels.
Wow, and I'll tell you, he did a great job just getting out. It looked like he was going to be sacked for a big loss there. Threw a pump fake, bought himself a little of time, and then got that corner and able to break some tackles over on that edge and pick up the first down before Bowering could come off of coverage and come up and make a tackle.
Well, that's the most difficult thing for a defense is when you have a quarterback that can run, and he hasn't shown he can run until that broken play right there. Stilson back to throw, fires a screen pass out to the near side. It's going to be caught. It's going to be Rance Jensen, comes to the near side, heads up field, and gets to the 30-yard line, tackled nicely by Brigham Perry to prevent a big play.
Yeah, Brigham Perry, who was out on this corner and locked up one-on-one in coverage against the dangerous James Bowman for the for the Spartans, but he just stood his ground there, watched that play develop, and then able to just leap over there and make a tackle for a very small gain.
2nd down and 9 for the Juab, or for the Spartans offense. They're at the Wasp 49-yard line, just across midfield. Wide receiver to the far side is going to be Jeremy Brannon. 2 on the near side in the slot formation. In motion goes Bowman. Bowman's going to take the handoff, goes left, in trouble, scrambles out, misses a tackle, or makes a tackle or miss, and then is tackled by Cade Bowering of the Juab Wasp. Boy, he was being hounded from behind by Zach Canfield.
Yeah, Zach Canfield just kind of stayed on him right there. It made him cut it back up as he was in pursuit, and then the rest of the Wasp pursuit was there is when he cut it up. So just another pickup of maybe a yard there on that play.
3rd down and 9 for the Emery Spartans at the 48.5-yard line of the Juab Wasps. With 3:12 left in the first quarter, trailing 23-0. In the gun is Stilson, rolls to the near side, in trouble, gets away from a sack. Now he's going to fire one downfield, lofts it in, incomplete. Brigham Perry diving along the near sideline, trying to make the pick, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Brigham Perry very alertly as that ball was just a little overthrown, and he tried to make a play on it, actually became the closest one there, but it's been interesting to watch in the trenches right here as the Spartans are very aware of where Blake Mangelson is, and they hit him with 2 guys, and then they pick him up with a back once he breaks free. So the rest of this Juab defensive line doing a great job getting the pressure on.
Ready to go, the Spartans punter. Back to return is going to be Cade Bowering. There's the snap. Quick punt away, blocked partially. It's going to be caught, and a nice little fair catch kneel right there. That's all you can do right there is to field it to prevent the ball from bouncing, and maybe the Spartans getting a 1st down somehow. But a great job that time. Who made that catch?
Yeah, that was number 26, Bowden Ballou for the Juab Waspmen. Very alert play. Just grabbed it, went down to his knees right there as that ball was spinning after being partially blocked there. And so Juab once again is going to have good field position.
So that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Juab Wasps. As here we go with 2:56 left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Juab, 3 wide receivers near side. East and right, a quick screen pass to the near side, caught by Brigham Perry. Goes to the inside to the 50-yard line, turns on some jets to the 40-yard line. He could go. He gets to the 20 and finally caught and yanked down by Zion Gibson.
Yeah, and he was off to the races there, and if they didn't catch him, he made that play happen, and it looked like Emery had read that play pretty well, but Brigham picked up 1 block, found some room to the inside as that's a long throw across the field there, able to catch it, turn it into a great positive play for the Juab Wasps.
And check that, Riggs Griffin on the tackle, the touchdown saving tackle for the Emery Spartans. 23-0, Wasps with the lead, 1st and 10 at the Emery 19-yard line. There's the quick pass to the near side. It's going to be caught by Trey Lund, and Lund slipped as he tried to cut, fell down right at the 20-yard line. No gain.
Yeah, Trey looked like he had some room to go right there if he could get to the inside as he went to plant that outside foot, and they both just kind of slid out from under him, and it was too bad because he did have some room to run there.
Rance Jensen's going to say I scared him down to his teammates in the huddle on the defense, but it'll be a 2nd down for the Juab Wasps. Ready to go is Easton Wright under center this time. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and that's going to be a short gainer. Good job by the Spartans. Tackle made on the play by 56, Stockton Jensen.
Yeah, really good play as Zach Canfield took that from the fullback spot. Looked like he had a little bit of room to rumble, but that hole closed down in a hurry right there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Juab Wasps. Probably 4 down, I would guess 4 down territory here as the Wasps are inside the 20.
23-0. Juab with the lead on your Livingston Photography scoreboard. Looking for a Nephi Federal Credit Union 1st down. Eastern right under center. Bodie Blackett in motion. There's the handoff up the middle, though. And getting forward as Pay gets to the 10-yard line, close to the 1st down, but I think they're going to mark him short.
Yeah, just kind of ran a little motion to kind of make it look like a sweep player, a little fly sweep there, and then hit the fullback Pay out of that handoff right there, and he's just only about less than a yard short right here. See what the Wasps go with to try to pick up this 1st down.
So 4th down with a minute left here in the first quarter of play.
Juab 4th and 1. Clarence Cool out to the far side as a wide receiver. I formation. Cade Bowering is the tailback. You'd expect him to get the ball unless they run the quarterback sneak with Wright. They're going to hand it off to the fullback up the middle. Pay's going to pick it up as he gets to about the 5-yard line. A nice handoff right there to Braden Pay.
Yeah, and I think that shows, you know, I think Emery had all eyes, just like we were talked about up here, all eyes on Cade Bowering right there, and you go to the up back who you think is going to be the blocker, and he's able to pick up the first down and get it inside the 10 and gives Juab a really good chance at 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, not that the other backs are not capable, but Cade Bowering, boy, when it's crunch time, he's the guy that really can get the job done. When you give him the handoff, he will not go down on the first hit, and he continues to churn his legs. Right now, 1st and goal for the Juab Wasps at the 6-yard line. Wright rolls to his right. He's in trouble. Fires just before he gets sacked, and that may have deflected the throw as he got hit as he threw. Incomplete.
Yeah, it didn't look like anybody really open there. I think he felt that pressure coming from the backside, and we'll try to pick that up. But that was great pressure applied that time by Emery, as they did not fall for any of the fakes. He just came off that backside blitz, and he was able to get there and disrupt that play.
That may have been Rance Jensen, the senior, as he got to the Wasp quarterback just before he threw. It'll be a 2nd and goal for Juab at the 6-yard line. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Juab already up on top of Emery, 23-0. Right now, 2 wide receivers to the near side for the Wasp, Carter Shepard and Bodie Blackett. There's the snap, handoff to the fullback up the middle, powering forward into the end zone. Is it in for the TD? Touchdown, Juab!
Ty Durbin comes in as the 3rd fullback for the Wasp. Ty had to sit out last week, suffering from some concussion symptoms as past protocol now. And because of the injury to Von Montz, they've pulled Ty off the offensive line, put him back there in that fullback spot, and he was able just to carry that offensive line with him into the end zone.
So the Wasps get the touchdown, and now it's going to be an extra point try again for number 38, Sam Jones. Jones is ready, and now they're missing an offensive lineman. Braden Pettit will run onto the field as he says, I'm supposed to be out here. There's the snap. Kick on the way. Nice kick this time. It is up and good, through nicely by Sam Jones. The Juab Wasps lead 30-0 over the Emery Spartans here in the state playoff game. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed in Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Back once again, there's the kickoff by the Wasps. That one's going to sail into the end zone for a touchback. And the Spartans will be back out of the 20-yard line. The Juab Wasps flexing their offensive muscle here. They also have 2 turnovers on defense, so I guess the whole team is flexing their muscle as they lead 30-0 with 12 seconds left in the first quarter, Cam.
Yeah, and I think just everything that the Wasps have tried to do has been successful. They're executing at a high level right now and just making everything work. Much better drive on the last one by the Spartans, and then it didn't end up in a punt there that was partially blocked, but doing a great job last time with Stilson as he was able to get out and make something happen with his feet.
Stilson is in the shotgun formation with a back to his right. 2 wide receivers near side, 1 on the far, going left to right. There's the handoff to his running back, heads up the middle, gets hit and stopped there by Rylan Watts of the Juab Wasps. A pickup of maybe 2.
Looked like Rylan Watts along with Shan Jackson. Shan Jackson, the sophomore as well, who's comes in sometimes and plays that defensive line position or oftentimes plays that linebacker, but he got there around the feet. Rylan Watts came up around the top side and cleaned it up.
That's the end of the first quarter of play with Juab leading Emery 30-0. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, right after this. Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that 50 years.
In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back once again on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. First play after the second quarter, or the first quarter ends, and it's going to be third down for the Juab Wasps as that pass goes incomplete, Cam.
Yeah, and that time Stilson fired a nice pass across the middle. Brandon just unable to bring that up, and he had room to run if he got it because the Juab defender had kind of slipped on that one and just unable to bring it in.
So the Emery Spartans with the football, third down and about 7 to go. They trail 30-0 here as we just have started the second quarter of play. Kyson Stilson in the gun, takes the low snap. He's going to go to his right side, throws downfield, has a receiver at the first down marker and dropped the catch as he had the ball in his breadbasket, but I think he heard footsteps and bobbled the ball.
Yeah, that's a couple of drops on this drive for the Spartans. 2 balls that could have been caught would have been enough for the first down, and you just get those drops right there. It just kills you at this point. Now you're going to be forced to punt.
So a fourth down and 7 to go for the Emery Spartans as they punt this one away again. Cade Bowering of the Wasps is back to receive. Juab well on their way to their playoff victory here at home. With the teal shoes, it's a fake punt. It's going to be a pass thrown out to the near side, and Bowman's going to try to make the catch. Cannot. Incomplete. A big gamble there. Now the Wasps will take over at the Emery 24-yard line.
Yeah, kind of a risky play with the ball spotted at the, just about the 25, inside the 25 anyway. And now Juab's going to come over with a very short field and a 30-point lead here. And it looks like Coach Bowering's going to put in Zach Cowan now at quarterback as he'll take off the receiver gloves and he'll come in and take a few snaps.
So Cowan in there at quarterback. And, of course, Cade Bowering will take a breather as well as the Wasps lead 30-0. And now Cowan will be under center. He'll have 2 backs in the backfield. Now trying to direct his receivers. Parker Bruff is in there as well. Cowan under center. I formation. Hands it off. Going to be to the back to the right side. He is tripped up as that was going to be Parker Bruff on the carry.
Yeah, and Parker Bruff came in from that slot position, went to the deep setback there in that backfield, and just a quick handoff to him and able to fall forward for good yardage there.
Tackle by Zion Gibson of the Emery Spartans. 11:24 and ticking here in the second quarter. Juab up 30-0 over the Emery Spartans. Wide receiver to the far side is going to be Jaden Voltenson. Brigham Perry to the near side. Cowan is under center with 1 back in the backfield. Takes it. He's going to hand it off to the wing back coming to the near side. Now cuts upfield with 2 hands on the ball. Gets across the 20 to about the 19-yard line on the carry that time for the Wasps.
Anson Duran that time just run that little sweep play and able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that as well. So a bunch of backs getting a lot of carries right here for the Juab Wasp as Zach Cowan goes to the sideline to get the play.
Looking for another Nephi Federal Credit Union first down, serving residents longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. Nephi Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union. Cowan's under center again. 1 back in the backfield. Wing back to the far side. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Drops back to pass. Cowan on 3rd down and 5. Throws across the middle with the receiver caught at the 5-yard line. And down there at about the 2. A fantastic throw by Cowan. And Carter Shepard reels it in.
Wow, right on the money right there. Carter did a good job. Almost a box out in basketball as he just boxed out the defender. Ball got delivered on time and right into his chest right there. And he just falls down just short of the goal line.
Just leave it to the head basketball coach to talk basketball during the football season in Cam Wright. But he's doing a good job. Go ahead, Cam. You're going to say something.
Well, now Wright will come back in at quarterback. Cowan will go to the receiver position, I think. I'm not sure who's going to what spot. Hard to tell right here.
He does go out as receiver now, and now Easton Wright back at quarterback. Running back is Shan Jackson, and there's the snap. Wright's going to throw it to the near side in the corner. No, it's going to fall incomplete. Cade Bowering and Cowan there. Kind of were too close right there.
Yeah, 2 receivers right there in the same spot. Still not sure who it was, but Emery had 2 defenders sitting there as well, able to knock that away. And so it's going to bring up 2nd down now for the Wasp.
So Easton Wright will come back in as quarterback. 9:53 left here in the second quarter of play. Juab 30, Emery nothing. And the Wasps looking to add more points to the board here in the first half. They'll send out a wide receiver to the far side. That is Jacob Bailey. Bailey to the far side. Zach Cowan to the near side. Easton Wright under center takes the snap, throws it to the end zone for Cowan. Caught, touchdown in the back near corner of the end zone. Cowan catches it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the fade route they tried to run earlier that just wasn't complete. This time it's complete as Cowan able to elevate up over the shorter corner, use his 6'3", 6'4" frame right there, went up, brought it down. Great catch and a touchdown by Zach Cowan.
So the Wasps score here in the second quarter and make it 36-0. And Juab will go for the extra point with Sam Jones again. He's made 2 in a row here for Juab. He is ready to go again. There's the snap. Kick is on the way, and he chips it up, and it's through good. It's Juab 37, Emery nothing here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. We'll be right back after this for more high school football action. It's state playoff time here in Nephi, Utah. We're back after this.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
We're back once again in Nephi, Utah. The Juab Wasps leading the Emery Spartans 37-0 with 9:48 left in the second quarter. Now for the kickoff for the Wasps is Brock England. He is set to go. Wasps kicking it off from the left to right format here. Here's the kick on the way. Boots it end over end. Going to be fielded at the 16-yard line between the numbers in the near hash, being brought back and quickly tackled at about the 27-yard line. A great converging tackle by 2 Wasps. One of those was Tegan Christensen.
Ball came loose. Looked like the officials may have whistled that dead before that came out. A quick whistle right there, but that ball did come loose. It looked like he was still up, came loose on the second contact and just laying on the ground back there. But they were much closer than I was to make that call.
Juab 37, Emery nothing. Maybe that is to put into why they made that call. Who knows?
Yeah.
So right now the Wasps on defense. Stilson's going to take the snap, pitch it out to the far side. Bowman's trying to get to the corner. He gets to the 25, to the 30-yard line, and picks up a nice number of yards, tackled by Cade Bowering on that far sideline.
Yeah, and Emery does a great job. They never could quite set the edge on that, but the Wasps really couldn't take it away as well, and he's able to get a nice pickup right there on that little pitch play off the right side.
2nd down and 6 for the Emery Spartans. They have the ball at their 30-yard line with 9:30 and ticking here in the first half. 2 wide receivers to the near side for the Spartans. That's Jeremy Brannon and also Seth Justice.
In the gun is Kyson Stilson. Stilson on 2nd down and 5, hands it off to his back, a little delay, heads up the far side along the numbers, gets to the 40-yard line for a 1st down. A strong run that time. I believe that was Rance Jensen.
Yeah, very nice. Good job by the offensive line. Opened a big hole. Parker Bruff from his linebacker spot has to come make the tackle, but it's after the 1st down has been gained. Nice run right there. A little momentum going on 2 positive plays now for the Spartans. See if they can sustain this.
Another Nephi Federal Credit Union 1st down, serving residents longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Spartans. 9:12 left here in the 2nd quarter. There's the snap to Stilson, hands it off again up the middle, trying to power his way forward, ducks his head and gets to the 45-yard line for a hard-fought 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, very hard running, and once again, what looked like that was big number 33 once again for, or maybe even that was 32, Rance Jensen on that carry, but very good running, and you know, he got hit after about a yard and able to still pick that up about 5 on that play.
He's got senior experience, does Rance, and he's back in there at running back. Zion Gibson out to the far side as a wide receiver. Slot to the near side with 2 wideouts. In the gun is Stilson. 2nd down and 5, hand off again to Rance Jensen. He's going to get smothered in the backfield. A fantastic tackle that time. Coming in for Juab was Parker Bruff.
Yeah, Parker Bruff just came from that linebacker spot, able to slice right through that offensive line and able to wrap him up and bring him down for a small gain, if any, maybe even a short loss.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5, a long 5, a short 6 for the Spartans. At their own 45-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Bowman comes to the near side for the Spartans. James Bowman, the junior. Stilson in the gun. 2 wide receivers far side, a wing back to the far side as well. He's going to roll to his right on the snap. Fires downfield. Is going to be almost intercepted, as jumping the route that time was Jacob Bailey, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Jacob Bailey in good position. Just saw that coming and jumped right in front of the receiver. There is a penalty flag down in the secondary, and it's going to be a roughing the passer against the Juab Wasp. So that's going to give the Spartans another 1st down as they pick up this 1st down. And hard to see right there. Looked like there was definitely contact on the quarterback, and couldn't see how quick it was to the release.
37-0, Juab with the lead on our Livingston Photography scoreboard. The Wasps have got in early and often into the Nephi, or into the Cache Valley Bank end zone. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Right now, it's going to be 1st and 10 after the late hit on the quarterback for this Wasps. It's going to be 1st and 10. Emery at the 40-yard line of Juab, their best field position of the game, I believe. In the shotgun is Stilson. Split wide receivers, make that 2 on the near side, and 1 goes in motion. Bowman, he gets the pitch. Now it's going to be a halfback pass. He's going to fire downfield, wide open, a receiver. Caught at the 15-yard line, to the 10. Touchdown, Emery Spartans.
Yeah, and just a well-designed play. No signal. There is confusion as the Emery players are looking at the official, as that was a well-designed play. I'm not sure what they're calling. It's like he's holding a spot here.
Jordan Ecker made the catch on the halfback pass from Bowman and then raced into the end zone, but they're saying he's down at the 9-yard line, or they're having a conference right now. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an inadvertent whistle, what that possibly could have been. It didn't look like there was a whistle as the Wasps continued to pursue. Mass confusion right here, and hard to tell what they saw there.
If it was an inadvertent whistle, you didn't see the players stop play, so nothing really stopped for the Juab Wasps, as there's the halfback pass, and the catch is made right there. Juab going full speed after the receiver.
And well before he got in, he blew that dead. I'm not sure what he saw there, but it was a mistake, and you're going to have to explain that one, but that's too bad, because that was a great play there by the Spartans, as it fooled everybody. They had 2 guys behind all the Wasps there, and just not able to get to, well, they're not going to capitalize on it.
So the Spartans now in the shotgun, 1st down and goal at the 9. There's the pitch to the near side to Gibson. Zion trying to get the corner to the 10, gets tripped up on a nice tackle in the backfield by Clarence Cool.
And he'll go down at the 6, and Clarence Cool with a touchdown-saving tackle, as he was able just to get enough of his legs to trip him up. And really a strange play there. And I hate to see those kinds of things because, you know, the last time I saw it was an inadvertent whistle on a fumble that Juab recovered when leading Manti 19-0, and then it just went haywire after that. So
now at the 6-yard line, 2nd and goal for the Spartans. Stilson in the gun, and now some movement, and it's going to be in motion. Stilson's going to pass. He's going to throw it out, screen pass to the far side, and Jensen has it. Jensen dodges a tackler at the 5-yard line, gets in for the score for the Spartans as Rance Jensen does some magic to get in.
Wow, he did. That was just a well-designed play as Stilson held onto the ball as long as he could. Looked like it was probably a designed screen play out there. Yeah, as those linemen got out there to lead block him, he was able just to flip it out there, and he gets in, and that's probably justice right there, Mike, as they probably deserved it on the halfback pass.
That they did. That was a more exciting touchdown, if you ask me. There's the snap for the extra point. Stilson puts it down. The left-footed kicker puts it up, and this is no good. So 37-6, the Juab Wasps lead the Emery Spartans with 6:41 left in the first half. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
6 minutes, 41 seconds remain here in the first half of play. The Emery Spartans have struck as they got some penalties, got into the Juab territory at the 40-yard line. Then they ran a fantastic halfback pass. Bowman throws a touchdown pass to Ecker. They call it back with an inadvertent whistle at the 9-yard line, and then they punch it in with a nice run by Rance Jensen.
Yeah, and got it in there after that. It was set up with that halfback pass, even though it didn't score. And then Jensen on a little screen play out of the backfield right there is able just to kind of shake his way into the end zone, and the Spartans are on the board.
37-6, Juab with the lead. The kickoff coming for the Emery Spartans as they just had their extra point kicked by Brock Winter, the senior. Just drift a little left, I believe, was no good. And here's the kickoff now for Winter. Boots it away, a line drive kick's going to bounce past clearance cool on the far side. Goes to the 15-yard line, rolls out of bounds. Flag flies on the play, and the Wasps will take this football.
Yeah, and I think they'll get it up at the 35-yard line. Yeah, it is going to, I think that'll be 35 after the penalty. So the Wasps with decent field position. Looks like Coach Bowering's going to stay with Zach Cowan, who caught the touchdown pass to end the last drive. He'll come back in and play a little quarterback again for the Juab Wasps. Zach Cowan, a very promising junior who's got just a great skill set to play quarterback.
Well, we'll do our memory stat check here, which we don't have a statistician here, which we kind of love to have. Your all-around dental care stat check offering braces as low as $98 per month, free initial exams, x-rays, and in-house discount plans. They accept insurance. Call 435-623-0866. We'll get to those stats just in a second. Cowan at quarterback pitches to Cade Bowering, slips and falls as he saw Bowman right there ready to tackle him. But getting back to those stats, interception in the game by Cade Bowering. Of course, fantastic pass as Cowan caught a touchdown from Easton Wright in this game. A couple other stats from memory.
Yeah, you know, a fumble on the second play of scrimmage for the Spartans, which led to a Wasp touchdown, of course, and then Cade Bowering had that long 23-yard touchdown run to get in the end zone and kind of got things rolling for the Wasp.
All right, that is our all-around dental care stat check. On the Livingston Photography scoreboard, it's Juab on top, 37-6. Now it's second down and 13 to go for the Wasps. Two wide receivers far side, one to the near side. Back to pass is Cowan. Cowan's going to launch a beautiful ball far side down the sideline. Incomplete, just a little short at the 38-yard line of the Wasps, and it'll fall incomplete. Boy, a little more air under that ball. That could have been 6.
Yeah, had Bodie Blackett streaking down that sideline, and the Spartans were in good coverage, but with Bodie's speed, that gets out in front of him. He's probably going to run it down. I'll tell you, offensive line did a great job right there as Cowan had a lot of time to throw that ball. And this, I'll tell you, this offensive line is just one that's got better and better as the years gone on.
Third down and 13 for the Wasps. Ball at their own 31-yard line. Cowan in the gun. Cowan's going to roll to his right. Here comes the rush. Fires one downfield, incomplete.
Clarence Cool was in double coverage too, and that's going to be a punting situation for Juab.
Yeah, I think that time the Spartans sold out, just kind of emptied the nest as they brought everybody on that blitz right there. Cowan just had to throw that away. Just threw it at the feet right there of his receiver. No chance for anybody to make a play, but no interception for sure on the play. So good play there by Zach, and Juab's first punting situation of the night.
Stops the clock with 5 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 37-6, Juab with the lead. Back to punt it away is Brock England, or Colin Robertson, excuse me. Robertson takes the snap. Rugby style to the right side, boots it away, a line drive, knuckleball kick, bounces at the 40-yard line, then takes a Wasps bounce, and between the numbers and the near sideline is down at the 31-yard line by Connor Ingram.
Yeah, Connor Ingram hustling down there, a special teams expert, is all over that, locates the ball, lets it get as much out of the roll as he can get, then picks it up, and the Spartans will start here just outside their own 30.
So the Spartans with a stop, and that's got to give them some excitement and energy on the sideline. 37-6 they trail, looking to try to get some points on this drive before halftime to try to have some hope in the second half.
Yeah, as they narrowed the lead, obviously, there on that last drive, able to get into the end zone, see if they can keep that momentum going.
In the gun is Kyson Stilson. Two wide receivers far side, one near side. He's going to step up quickly. He's going to throw one deep far side. It's going to be incomplete. Brigham Perry, a little bit of pass interference. He gets a flag on that play.
Yeah, that time it looked like Brigham just got a little behind. I couldn't tell exactly what it was. Looked like he got a handout on him, and just official in the back judge right there was all over that call, threw his flag immediately, and that's going to pick up another first down via the penalty for the Spartans, and that'll be their second penalty, or their second first down via a penalty against the Juab Wasp.
Well, we're in search of our Big O Tires player of the game. Top quality tires, shocks, alignment, automotive work, and a national warranty on all Big O Tires. Your Big O Tires in Nephi, the team you trust. And right now, the Emery Spartans have a first down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Their side of the 50. In motion goes Zion Gibson to the far side. Stilson drops the snap. It's going to be underneath a host of players. I think the Spartans may have recovered. Let's see. Yeah. It is recovered by Rance Jensen.
Yeah, just alertly, the handoff was supposed to go to Jensen there, and Stilson just not quite able to bring in that snap. It was getting bobbled right there, and then it kind of took a bad bounce as it went right to that Juab line. But Jensen very alertly jumped on that and able to wrap it up right at the line of scrimmage.
That'll bring up a second and 10 as he recovered it right at the line of scrimmage, as you mentioned, Cam. Emery has 6, but Juab 37 points in this football game already, and we still have 4:50 left before halftime. Stilson in the shotgun. With the back to his right, Rance Jensen in motion. Quick screen pass to Rance, catches it at the 41, heads up to the 45, and then dropped by one of the Juab defenders right there for a nice tackle. That may have been Trey Lund.
Yeah, Trey Lund from that outside linebacker spot. Looked like that play had got the corner and was going to go for a nice gain, and then Trey Lund able just to dive in there, tie up the feet, bring him down. And it's going to bring up now 3rd and long for the Spartans.
I think Rance was surprised he got caught there and just dropped like a brick. 3rd and 9. Great job by Trey Lund on the tackle. Ready to go, the Juab Wasp defense set. 3rd and 9 for the Emery Spartan offense. Two wide receivers near side. Back to throw again. Stilson in trouble. Clarence Cool missed him on a sack, but cleaned up with a sack by number 55, Blake Mangelson.
Well, and I'll tell you, that defensive end combination of Blake Mangelson and Clarence Cool has really been developing throughout this year, and I'll tell you, Blake does a great job. Clarence causes that one as he gets in there. Blake right there, they just kind of met at the quarterback from those defensive end spots.
So a fantastic job by the Juab defense with the sack, and now a punting situation for the Spartans as they will boot this one away. There's the snap, and no, it's going to be a fake. No, it's not. It's going to be kicked, little rugby style there. Great job, and it's going to take a Spartans bounce at the Juab 35-yard line. Great job by Brock Winter on that kick.
Yeah, did a really good job right there. Looked like he was going to roll out there, didn't see anybody coming, so he kept it as long as he could. And it looked like maybe he was thought about running it, elected to punt it, but it's still very effective because that gives your coverage team plenty of time to get down the field and pin the Wasp back.
At the 19-yard line in the center of the field, Juab Wasp's offense will come out. 3:22 left in the second quarter of play. 37-6, Juab with the lead. The Wasps, Zach Cowan was a quarterback on the last possession, and I believe it's Easton Wright back in there. Wright has a wide receiver to the far side. He's going to hand it off to his running back up the middle, and going to be a couple yards on the carry. Gets up to about the 23-yard line for a 3-yard pickup for Bodie Blackett.
Yeah, nice little run right there. Good hole opened up for that Juab offensive line, doing a great job right there, and Blackett able to pick his way up through the tackles. We don't see Bodie run between the tackles very often. Shows that he can be patient right there, sees the hole well, and gets right through it.
That will bring up a 2nd down and 6 to go for the Juab Wasps. 2:50 left in the second quarter. In the shotgun with the back on either side is Easton Wright. He hands it off to the back on the left side, Cade Bowering. Bowring's going to make a move, cuts to the outside again. He's along the sideline to the 35 to the 40-yard line, has a first down, and then pasted out of bounds by Rance Jensen, but a nice run by Cade Bowering.
Wow, and I'll tell you, I think that was Dominic Davidson, the number 58 for the Juab Wasps, who kind of pulled out of his guard position and just led that thing around. Did a great job, and Dominic Davidson, just a sophomore, getting some minutes right there, and does a wonderful job of springing Cade Bowering.
So the Wasps now at the 45-yard line, trying to score before halftime. I-backs behind Easton Wright. Wright's going to hand it off to the tailback, and that's going to be up the middle. Bruff's going to break a tackle, has 10 yards, has a first down as he gets to the Emery 42-yard line. What a carry that time by Parker Bruff.
Yeah, the big dog, Parker Bruff there, gets that carry, goes right up the middle, able to not only break one tackle, but then once they got a hold of him, able to keep those feet moving and fall forward for a first down.
Another Nephi Federal Credit Union first down for the Wasps. And we'll have our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up. They applaud the teams for their hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line. Easton Wright under center, 3 wide receivers far side, 1 near side. On this 1st and 10, there's a quick pass out, screen pass out to the far side, going to be caught along the numbers, and then trying to get upfield to about the 35-yard line is going to be the Wasps. Was that number
39 there for the Juab Wasps? That's Peyton Park, the senior, with a nice catch right there and a nice gain.
2nd down and 3 for Juab. Clock continues to tick. 1:50 left here in the second quarter. 37-6. The Wasps with a lead. And boy, look good to see Mike Bowering get a lot of players in on this game. You never know what's going to happen next week. If they're able to hang on and win this game, they'll have the Morgan Trojans.
They've left Bodie Blackett uncovered. Now they realize it.
And they will cover Bodie Blackett now. Easton Wright's going to hand it off up the middle and breaking through again. Another Juab running back. This time, Shan Jackson gets a first down.
Yeah, Shan with a nice pickup right there. And once again, I can't sing the praises of this offensive line enough. Is nice little hole for Shan Jackson. And it can't be a little hole for Shan, as he's a big body right there. Does have nice speed, but he gets through that hole and able to pick up a nice first down.
To the 25-yard line of the Emery Spartans. 1st down and 10 for the Wasps. Right in the middle of the field between the hash marks. 2 wide receivers come to the near side. Clarence Cool out wide. Also Peyton Park. Easton Wright under center on this 1st and 10. Hand off to the wing back. Cade Bowering, far side, comes near side, gets hit and tries to break a tackle. Dodges. He is so hard to bring down. He picks up probably back to the line of scrimmage after he should have been caught for about a 1-yard loss, but he gets a total of 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, and that was just pure Cade Bowering right there. Peyton on a mission somewhere, but he's probably glad to hear his name called there. But Cade right there, able just to do that on his own, as the Emery Spartans did a great job reading that play.
Wide receiver to the far side, Carter Shepard for the Wasps. 2nd down and 7 to go. Easton Wright under center. He's going to drop back. Quick pass to the near sideline. Going to be caught by Clarence Cool. Cool has it at the 15, dancing his way to the 10-yard line, and finally brought down by a host of Spartans at the 6-yard line. Ball pops out, but they're going to say the ball was down. Spartans can't believe it, as they thought the ball was still live.
Yeah, that ball did kind of come spurting out. I couldn't see when it came out. Spartans were able to recover it. Clarence does a great job at just kind of juking his way for an extra 5 yards. And then, yeah, the ball comes out late. You don't know if it was loose before that or not.
Now the Wasps with the football. There's the snap going to the far side. It's going to be oh, he is hit hard at the 8-yard line. Nice hit by the Emery Spartan defense. Couple of players in there. Rance Jensen, I think, delivered the big blow.
Yeah, Parker Bruff trying to find that seam right there. Didn't think he could get the outside. Wanted to turn it upfield right there and unable to get it in, but does a nice job and gets back to the original, maybe just a short loss.
Nice sportsmanship from head coach Mike Bowering. They had a chance to call a timeout and try to get a scoring play there on the 1st and goal there, but he lets time expire here in the second quarter, and we'll go on to halftime with a 37-6 score. Or what did they call timeout for a kick? They didn't call the timeout. My mistake.
Yeah, didn't have a timeout. We'll see how much. Oh, they're going to put 1 second back on as Coach Bowring's going to bring out his field goal team. And this will be England to attempt this field goal. Juab hasn't made a field goal, I don't believe, this year. So one of those attempts right there. But then it's probably been several years since the Wasps have made a field goal of any kind.
Well, it may come into play coming up next week against the Morgan Trojans. So you have to get ready for something of this nature, and what better time than in a game situation here against the Emery Spartans in the playoffs. Of course, Mike Bowring calls the timeout with 1 second left to get his field goal unit on the field. Second down and goal. And right now this will be set up for a 25-yard field goal attempt. Looks like they may set it up for a 24. Carter Shepard will hold.
England does have the leg for this.
This will be the final play of the first half. England is set, but we're still waiting for the officials to get set. Now we're ready. Carter Shepard calls for the ball. We've got offsides on the Spartans, and that is going to be a 5-yard penalty. So England will have a closer shot at kicking this field goal.
And probably a pretty good penalty, because it's not like Juab's going to run the offense out there after this. They're still going to stay with that field goal team, so take your chance if you can time it up and get a block and maybe turn it into points for your own team here. But now they keep the the field goal team out there.
Drew Bay Used Cars timeout while we sit up for this penalty, making the vehicle buying process simple, stress-free, and affordable. Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. There's the snap. Carter Shepard will take the hold. The kick is on the way by Brock England. It does have the distance. It's up and good. A beautiful field goal by Brock England, and it's 40-6 at halftime in favor of the Juab Wasps as we head right into our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Supporting local programs in academics and athletic competition, building lasting relationships, and working passionately as a winning combination. The Wasps lead 40-6 over Emery in the state playoffs. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal. Another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved. Come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise. They can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The Juab Wasps leading, of course, here at halftime over the Emery Spartans by a score of 40-6. As we're joined here, of course, by Cam Wright on our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones and DeMille Engineering, of course, they from touchdowns to first downs. Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. Well, Cam, your thoughts on that first half so far?
Well, I'll tell you, I think Juab came out and has executed their game plan both offensively and defensively. I think just like Coach Bowring would have liked to have seen him do it. And, you know, maybe not perfect, but, you know, really good. And the Wasps have been getting better as this year's been going on, and especially the last couple of games they've got really good. And, you know, I think it showed today.
That it has, and of course we're watching the Provita perform here at Juab High School here at halftime, and we appreciate all the cheerleaders and drill team and the fans that just come out and support the Juab Wasps. What a fantastic showing here in the playoffs. Last home game of the year for the Juab Wasps.
Yeah. No matter what happens here, this is the last one. And, you know, I think, as Coach Bowering said, he likes to think of these as the greatest fans in the world. And I'll tell you, this is a fan base that will travel anywhere. And when you see the numbers next year or next week at Morgan, or if the Juab Wasps are lucky to hang on to this ball game that long and make the trip to Morgan, they'll bring the whole town with them, and they'll close down the stores, and there'll be a little caravan going up Ogden Canyon.
All right, well, here in the first half, where do you think were some keys for the Wasps in this first half to get a 40-6 lead?
Well, I think we talked about one of the keys for Juab being establish a ground game, and I think the Wasps have come out and did that. They have been very, very balanced, much more balanced than they were last week at North Sanpete. Probably not by surprise. I think the game plan was to throw it a little bit more against that tough Hog defense, but have come out balanced, have got Cade Bowering going, have got Bodie Blackett going, have had success running the ball and throwing the ball. And I'll tell you, when you can do both of them, you become very hard on a defense. They just don't know where to look and where to stop.
All right, well, we're going to take a look at a few stats that Cam's jotted down coming up during the next portion of our halftime show. We do want to do a Westland Electrical score update for you, where your project always gets the highest attention to detail. Right now, it's the LA Dodgers leading the Milwaukee Brewers in the National League Championship Series by a score of 5-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning right now. That series is tied at 2 games apiece, so Dodger fans should be excited. Of course, the Houston Astros, I believe, are trailing, not tonight, but they're trailing the Boston Red Sox. Was it 2-1 right now?
2-1, which makes me very happy. As a
That
Boston guy, that makes me very happy. So
you're not a Houston fan. You're a Boston guy, huh?
Yeah, always been a Boston guy.
All right. Are you from Boston, Cam?
No. I don't know how I became maybe I probably started as an anti-Yankee fan is what happened, and then I just gravitated toward Boston. But
all right. Well, great, and they'll be playing. I think their game is later tonight, though.
Yeah, I think so.
You'll be able to watch that when you get home. So, anyway, we've got that score for you. In fact, that game will have first pitch, I believe, at 6:39 tonight for that ball game between the Red Sox and the Astros. Well, here it's the Juab Wasps well on their way to the second round of the state playoffs. A trip to Morgan. They're up 40-6. They'll have to take care of business in the second half because if Emery comes up with some trick plays like they did earlier in the game for a touchdown, that unfortunately was called back on an inadvertent whistle, they may have their hands full. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10, Juab 40, Emery 6.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
Back again on the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. Of course, Jones and DeMille supports our youth in their efforts to develop new talents and passions. Paving the way to success, Jones and DeMille Engineering. Mike Traina, Cam Wright with you as the Juab Wasps in this playoff game against the Emery Spartans lead 40-6 here at halftime. And what a first half we had. Juab scored often and early in this game to try to make some distance between the Spartans and, of course, the Juab Wasps.
Well, it was about a 3-minute and 15-second run there for the Wasps when they were able to get 3 touchdowns in that first quarter. As they went, you know, they just did. Everything worked for them. They were able to throw effectively, run effectively, and that just opened up the whole playbook for Coach Bowering.
Well, as we watch our highlights from the first half on Centracom Channel 10, Local10.tv, you had that pass to Brigham Perry in the back part of the end zone for the first score, and then the 2-point conversion pitch to Bodie Blackett as he got it in for an 8-0 lead. And then, of course, you have a turnover right here for the Juab Wasps on a running play as someone come up and just smashed them as you see the Wasps recover the fumble here.
Yeah, I think that was Watts who came in there, got that tackle, and, you know, that led to a 5-yard touchdown run by Cade Bowering with 7:30. So that first touchdown came with 8:20 left in the first, the second one with 5:30 left in the first.
So a great job there by the Wasps. And, of course, as we take a look at the next play in the next possession, it was an interception by Cade Bowering as well on this play.
Yeah, and the defensive line for the Wasps just forced some pressure right there on Stilson. He had to kind of throw that up on a 3rd down play. Cade Bowering back there just kind of playing center field, went up, elevated, and got it.
And then the Juab Wasps will make him pay again. This is the Cade Bowering long run that he just powered his way past about 5 tacklers to get into the end zone.
Yeah, 23-yard run there by Cade Bowering on a little counter play that the offensive line opened up a huge hole. He was able to get in, and then the Wasps run a 2-point conversion that's also good.
All right, so the Wasps, of course, taking the lead here. Here's some of our second quarter highlights from this football game. Not as many as the first quarter, but the Juab Wasps get this beautiful pass by Easton Wright to Zach Cowan.
Yeah, Zach Cowan had kind of led the team down in there into that position at quarterback, then comes out to wide receiver, and Easton able just to throw it over the top, use Zach's height, and get him in the end zone there.
Great job. And then, of course, the Juab Wasp defense playing some great ball here. Of course, we had that halfback pass earlier that was denied, but then the Wasps give up the touchdown here as Rance Jensen gets in.
Yeah, just runs that little screen play out the right side, very effective.
And then our final highlight here with a sack by Blake Mangelson.
Yeah, Blake Mangelson able to just chase him down as Clarence Cool got there first, spun him around, and Blake Mangelson cleaned it up and able to bring him down.
All right, that's our first half recap brought to you by All Around Dental Care, offering braces as low as $98 per month, free initial exams, x-rays, and in-house discount plans. They accept all insurance. Call 435-623-0866 for All Around Dental Care. Well, about 4.5 minutes from the start of the second half, Juab up 40-6 over the Emery Spartans. We'll take another break here on our Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today. CarWiseUtah.com.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
We're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Train and Cam right with you. The Juab Wasps well on their way to the second round of the 3A state playoffs with a 40-6 lead over the Emery Spartans here at halftime. We appreciate Jones and DeMille Engineering for sponsoring our halftime show. You know, champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to do their best. Your local award-winning engineering firm, Jones and DeMille Engineering. Well, as you take a look at the second half, what do you think are keys for Juab to hang on to this lead, Cam?
Well, I think most of all, they've got to run the ball again and chew up some clock and just kind of get through this. You know, they want to shorten this game as much as possible.
All right. Well, of course, we do appreciate Cache Valley Bank for sponsoring our End Zone, offering mortgage and construction loans, and the Cache Valley Bank app for banking on the go, all with a touch of a button. Our sponsors for this broadcast include Snow College, Stevens Feed, Azomite, Garrett Honda Security Insurance, Materion Natural Resources, Centricom Channel 10, Zions Bank, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Central Valley Medical Center, and Carwise Auto Sales. We want to remind our viewers and listeners we'll have 4 games on tap for you tomorrow in the 3A and 2A state playoffs. In fact, we'll have the Manti Templars at the Union Cougars, Richfield at Carbon, and of course we'll have a couple other 2A matchups, North Sevier at Millard, and South Sevier at American Leadership Academy. So some good matchups in the 2A, especially in the first round.
Yeah, and I really like that. I know Millard kind of handled North Sevier earlier in the year, but I kind of like that matchup. And, you know, the Eagles have really come along, been a big physical football team, and kind of Millard of old. So it's been kind of fun to follow them. And then, of course, South Sevier, how can you not like to follow them with Tyson Chisholm at that running back position, and he just does it all.
All right, there's the playoff action for you tomorrow. It'll be on Local10.tv. Also, the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network will have those games on for you as well. Getting set for the second half, the Juab Wasp will come out. They should be receiving to start off this second half, as I believe they won the toss and deferred to the second half. Now, Mike Bowering having a long discussion with all the stripes out there. It's a bunch of zebras around a lion right there, and I don't know what's being talked about.
Yeah, I don't know either, but Coach Bowering kind of bouncing around in there. Looks like they got it worked out, and he shook his head okay and then started to walk off. So we'll see what that was all about maybe, or we'll hear about it later.
Talked to Mike Bowering before the game on our pregame interview and said, Coach, I can tell you all the way across the field, no matter if I can't see your face, I know it's you. You got that strut. He says, well, my boys, the football team he's talking about, say that's my power walk. They say, I've got a power walk. I say, it's just my walk. I'm just walking. I'm a doer. So there was this power walk. As you saw him break from the zebras there, he had his power walk to the sideline.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And, you know, Coach Bowering, in my opinion, can walk any way he wants. He's done a great job here and just really extending the legacy that kind of Coach Paul Messersmith started, and then Mike's made it his own. and just done a great job with it.
My mistake, the Spartans, I believe, kicked off to start off the game. So the Juab Wasps will kick it and received at the 20-yard line and brought up to the 20, actually, and quickly tackle. Tried to go laterally, was the return man. That was number 33 for the Wasps, or for the Emery Spartans, Trevin Brazier, and he was taken down quickly.
Yeah, Zach Canfield got there really quickly, able to bring him down, along with the help of little number 26, Bowden Ballou right there. Obviously there to help the 220s, 26, 29 got in there to bring him down.
So right now the Juab Wasps on defense, ready to go. Spartans on offense. There's the play, as it's going to be a pitch to the near side to the 25-yard line, carrying his Bowman, and that is all.
Yeah, he was being chased that time by Blake Mangelson, along with Cade Bowering, Brigham Perry, and little contact after, but it looked like they just all kind of slipped right there once they got out of bounds.
40-6, the Juab Wasps with the lead over the Emery Spartans as we glance at our Livingston Photography scoreboard. 5-yard pickup there for Bowman. Nice positive yardage for the Spartans right there.
They ran the ball very well at times.
Bowman to the near side, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Stilson in the gun with a back to his left, wing back to his left as well. Takes his time, looking over the Wasps defense. Now he's going to hand it off quickly to his running back up the middle. And, of course, this is the senior's last football game of his career, Rance Jensen. So he gets the carry.
Yeah, right there, Dan. Good carry, good opening. The hole got opened very nicely by the offensive line, very close to the first down as he was able to scoot forward before being tripped up.
So that'll be a 3rd down and short for the Emery Spartans. They have the ball at their 32-yard line. 11:22 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter of play.
Yeah, not sure. When does the running clock start, or does that even apply in the playoffs? Do you know?
I think it would be 35-point differential, and we're almost there, right?
Yeah, 34.
There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle, and I don't know if he got it. Rance Jensen got the carry, and the Wasp defense was right there.
Well, and there was a host of Juab Wasp defenders right there. All of them, we could call all their names right there, that defensive front, as they met him just behind the line of scrimmage and forced him backwards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down, and they're going to go for it here. The Spartans, as Stilson stays on the field, gets late instructions from the Spartan coaching staff, calls the play, and they're getting set to come to the line now on a pivotal 4th down play.
4th and 1 at their own 31-yard line. In the shotgun is going to be Kyson Stilson. 2 wide receivers far side, 2 on the near side. In motion goes Gibson. Gibson's going to set up in the backfield. I think they're trying to get the Wasps to jump off sides. Now they'll call the timeout. Yeah. They did this in their own end earlier with a fake punt pass, and it backfired, and the Wasps got the ball and I believe drove down and scored.
Yeah, and so that time they just elect to try to draw them off, aren't able to get them off, and so they'll take that timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. It's a Drew Bay Used Cars timeout, making the vehicle buying process simple, stress-free, and affordable. All Drew Bay Used Cars, you get world-class service with a hometown feeling. So we've got our timeout here. Wasps, of course, talking about this game, just keeping everybody healthy, play out the rest of the game, get the victory. Don't allow Emery to have any big plays in the second half.
Yeah, and that's really what you want. You know, I think that was kind of what got the Wasps going, was some of their own mistakes, but against North Sanpete last week, they give up the long run right up the middle that kind of came back and bit them and made that game a little closer than it probably should have been.
Well, the LA Dodgers lead 5-1 in the top of the 9th with 1 out. Looking to close that game out. 4th down and short, and the Spartans will come back out and go for it. Stilson's going to hand it off to his running back up the middle. Barrels forward, and it's going to be close depending on the spot. Boy, they went for it. And coming up and making the play for the Juab Wasps was big number 60, I believe, for the Wasps, Bladen Folks.
Yeah, Bladen, and to get a right foot, left foot spot here. They're going to take a look at it, and they're going to signal 1st down. So good play right there. Good defense by the Wasps, just better offense. Got just enough of what they needed right there.
Got the 32.5-yard line for the 1st and 10 for the Spartans as they keep the chains moving.
Looks like Braden Pay, the backup fullback for the Juab Wasp, is now in street clothes out of pads, so he got banged up a little bit.
In the shotgun is Stilson, back to throw. Here comes the rush. Mangelson couldn't get to him. There's the pass out, caught at the 41-yard line, and then quickly tackled along the far numbers by Kate Bowering. And that's going to be a yard shy of another first down.
Yeah, good pitch and catch right there. As that ball just delivered right on the money. Hung up there just a little bit, let Cade close just enough to make the tackle on the catch.
40-6, the Juab Wasps with the lead. They need a 35-point differential for the running clock to be in effect, and they're a 1 point away from that right now, the Wasps are. 4 wide receivers for Stilson, 2nd and 1, quick pass out of the far side. Caught at the first down marker on that far side by Bowman. He heads up the sideline across the 50 to the Juab 48 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, great little play call there. Just a nice pitch and catch there between Stilson and Bowman. It was just a little 3-yard hitch right there. Caught it, able to make a move and get down the sideline and pick up more than enough for that first down.
So 1st and 10 in the Juab Wasps territory at the 48-yard line. Far hash going from left to right on your radio dial and your TV screen. 2 wideouts near side, rolling to his near side on the snap. In trouble, sacked on the play. Blake Mangelson gets in and gets him. Also in there for the Wasps was Shan Jackson.
Wow, and I'll tell you, Blake Mangelson just went right over his blocker, took him with him back into Stilson, the quarterback, and he just overpowered him right there. And the blocker stayed in front of him, but he just couldn't control Mangelson. And Mangelson, just as a junior, just has a great build right now and has just turned himself into a fantastic football player. Somebody I think that could probably go on to the next level and play at some point.
2nd down and about 18 as the Wasps have tackled the quarterback all the way back to his 43-yard line. Back to throw is Stilson in trouble. Back-to-back sacks as he's taken down again. This time getting in there for the Wasps was Bladen Fowkes.
Yeah, he just came from that interior defensive line position, and all the attention was on this right side. He didn't see Bladen coming. Bladen able to wrap him up from behind and bring him down.
Another sack, back-to-back sacks, and the Spartans going the wrong way right now as the Juab defense is really putting forth an effort here. Back at the 38-yard line of Emery, 3rd down and about 23.
Fowkes will come out now, a substitute in for him.
So right now it's going to be Stilson back to throw, fires across the middle, caught at the 50-yard line. And Ecker is going to be quickly tackled well short of the first down, but a nice passing catch.
Yeah, just a little slant route across the middle right there, able to be picked up right there on that post, and then brought down immediately by Kate Bowering. Kate Bowering doing a great job of wrapping up and making sure that the ball carrier goes backwards and not forwards.
7:30 left here in the 3rd quarter of play. Juab 40. Emery 6, Spartans in a 4th down and 12 punting situation. Cade Bowering at his own 20 to receive the punt. There's the snap. It's a fake punt again. There's a pass out. It's going to be broken up by the Wasps. Incomplete. They'll get the ball. Making the breakup on the play was Rylan Watts.
Along with Carter Shepard right out there. Just 5 and 50. Just in there on that play, able to bat that down. Do your job. Don't try to bite off more than your piece of the pie. The Wasps did a great job with that, and able to stop him on that second fake attempt.
So a great job by Carter Shepard as he breaks that one up, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Juab at the 50-yard line. Well, you can't fault the Spartans for just trying to throw some things together in this game. They feel the game's already decided with the Wasps leading 40-6 at halftime. In the shotgun, there's the snap. Handoff goes to the near side. Blackett comes to the corner, has the 50, 45, 40, and then breaks the tackle to the 30-yard line. Gets a push, pushed again, stays in bounds, and gets to the end zone for the touchdown, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he was able to stay in on that first contact, tiptoed down the sideline, but the second one got him and pushed him out. Just the same play the North Sanpete Hawks saw a lot of last year, but that time Emery able to get, or last week, able to get into him right there and shove him out of bounds.
And he did step out of bounds there at the 17-yard line, so good call by the official there. He was trying to tightrope that thing into the end zone, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Juab at the Emery Spartan 17-yard line. Brigham Perry, wide receiver to the far side. Near side is going to be Blackett. Bodie is set up in the shotgun with a back to his right. That back is going to be, what, Ty Durbin?
Ty Durbin.
52. There's the snap. Little play action. Shovel pass forward. It's going to be Kate Bowering to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Juab. Beautiful call by Mike Bowering on the shovel pass for the touchdown.
Yeah, just well executed right there. One Spartan read it and tried to get a hand on Bowering, but you can't bring him down with one. He breaks it loose and gets into the end zone, as that one's going to go for about 17 yards and the touchdown.
So a touchdown for the Juab Wasps. They extend their lead to 46-6, and that running clock will be going after this extra point. So the Wasps really showing what they're made of here. There's the snap for the extra point kick. It is booted up. It may have been partially blocked, but it gets through good. It's Sam Jones with another extra point, and Juab leads 47-6 over the Emery Spartans. Here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. We'll take a break. Be back right after this. Stay with us on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Thanks for joining us again here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The Juab Wasps get a touchdown and lead 47-6. There's the kickoff to the Spartans. Fielded back at the 15-yard line, being brought up between the hash marks to the 25 to the 30-yard line, squirting to the outside, breaking a tackle to the 40, down the sideline to the 50-yard line, and finally tracked down to the Juab 40-yard line. What a return that time by the Emery Spartans.
Yeah, it does a great job. Goes into the middle of that wedge and bounces out. Breaks a tackle inside. They're able to bounce out, gets down the sideline, and it takes Parker Bruff with incredible effort to go over and make that special teams tackle clear down to the 40-yard line. So the Spartans with a little good field position and a little life here to try to put some points up on the board.
They trail this football game 47-6, 6:40 left in the third quarter. Stilson is in the shotgun, has two wide receivers near side, two on the far side, one in motion. That motion man gets the pitch coming to the near side, trying to get to the corner. He's going to be forced to the sideline and slides down about 2 yards downfield. And a great job that time by Bruff to kind of string him out.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the Spartans have done a good job with that play. Juab has never been able to set that edge and turn that running back in right there. They got out there and did string it out, but they can't set the edge, and that gives a good positive yardage.
Trey Lund actually on that edge to really force it to the sideline. Short gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 on the near hash, going left to right on your radio dial and your TV screen. Two wide receivers to each side for Kyson Stilson. Drops back to throw, fires one out on the slant. It's going to be almost picked off by Bodie Blackett. Couldn't quite come up with it, incomplete.
Yeah, they tried to run that slant. Bodie Blackett read it and jumped it, and he was actually there before the receiver and just unable to bring that in, and had it been gone with Bodie's speed, nobody was going to catch him there.
3rd down and 7 for the Emery Spartans. Spartans have it at the Juab 37-yard line. 5:42 and ticking here in the third quarter of play. Running clock after that incomplete pass as the 35-point spread has been eclipsed with that last Juab touchdown. Two wide receivers near side. Stilson back to throw. Here comes the rush. He's going to throw a screen pass out. It's going to be caught by Rance Jensen. Jensen at the 40, trying to get to the 35-yard line, is met and stopped at about the line of scrimmage. Bodie Blackett, one of the players over there, but a couple other Wasps were there first.
Yeah, just a great play all the way around. That was read. Juab had that play read, and that was read by Connor Ingram, and he just could not catch up to the running back. He saw it develop, just couldn't come across the field in time. He was in pursuit, but very well-designed play and well executed by Stilson as he held on to the ball till the last possible minute, let the blocking get out in front of his receiver.
4th down for the Spartans. They'll send out Bowman to the far side, or Gibson to the far side. Two wide receivers to the near side. Make it 2 on the far side now as they reset. And the 4th down and 6. Stilson's back to throw, throws across the middle, looking for a receiver. It's going to be caught, and this is going to go for a touchdown into the end zone for the score. The Spartans score with Jeremy Brannon with a touchdown catch.
Wow, and what a play on that 35-yard touchdown. Kind of threw it, a dangerous throw as it split the safety in the corner, both in pretty good coverage, but the ball was thrown perfectly, wedged into the receiver. He was able to bring it in and go the distance on the 35-yard for the touchdown.
Well, and the Wasps, of course, if they don't block the extra point, are going to have the clock not running anymore, as that will eclipse it back to the 34-point range, which doesn't qualify for the running clock, and the Spartans are going to go for 2 here. Why not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the snap. Spartans are going to go for it. They're going to put it to the end zone. Pass and catch is made. 2-point conversion as the Spartans get the deuce. And it's 47-14 in favor of Juab here in this 3A state football game. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
Welcome back once again. Mike Trina and Cam Wright with you on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Juab in a commanding 47-14 lead here in the third quarter of play, but we just saw Emery convert a couple of fourth down conversions and throw a touchdown pass on fourth down of 35 yards, and they have cut the gap to 47-14.
Yeah, nice, well-executed play. Just kind of a deep post right there to Bowman, and he caught it across the middle between the corner and the safety coming up, able to scamper into the end zone, and a very nice play for the Spartans.
And the mercy rule will go out of effect here as the clock will stop as normal on out-of-bounds plays and incomplete passes as it's 47-14. Here's the kick on the way by the Spartans. Brock Winter going to be fielded on the far side by Bodie Blackett. Blackett's going to take a pause, then take off. He's to the 40-yard line, to the 45-50. He is going to be gone down the sideline. 20, 10, touchdown, Bodie Blackett.
Wow, and Bodie Blackett came up into that wedge expecting to make a cut, but he saw nothing but green grass in front of him, and you can tell when Bodie hits that afterburner as he takes that 85 yards for the touchdown, and just a backbreaker right there for the Spartans is Bodie Blackett, the sophomore, who's had a big couple of weeks.
He had 3 touchdowns last week in the upset win over North Stampede. He gets into the end zone here on a kickoff return for a touchdown, putting that mercy rule back into effect for the Juab Wasps. So now an extra point attempt for the Wasps, and they will kick this one, and now they'll bring in Robertson to kick it, or is it England?
I believe it's going to be England there to kick that. England, the junior, just came out this year, a soccer player, and trying to, make the best of his talents when he's not in season as a soccer player. Has a very strong leg.
He is set to go. There's the snap. The kick is on the way. A line drive shot through the uprights. Good. The Juab Wasps lead 54-14 over the Emery Spartans here in Nephi. We'll send it back to the studios for a timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
There's the kickoff after the touchdown. It's fielded back at the 8-yard line, being brought back to the 15, to the 25-yard line, to the 20-yard line. Trying to get to the 25-yard line was the return man, but not able to after that ball kind of angled towards the end zone away from him. He had to go back and pick it up, and trying to get back with some good positive yardage was Trevin Brazier.
Yeah, and that was just a hard kick to handle as Sam Jones and Brock England kind of trade places as Brock kicks the extra point. And Sam comes in and kicks off and kind of got that deep squib down there that was just hard to pick up by the Spartans, and it'll pin them back just inside their 25.
So first down and 10 for the Emery Spartans. Stilson in the gun with 4 wide receivers, sends Gibson in motion. There's the pitch out to Gibson, trying to get to the corner, cuts upfield. He's to the 25-yard line, and then has it to about the 30 or 28-yard line. Nice run there for the Spartans.
Yeah, and that's been their best play. They've really done a good job, and every time the tackle's made, it's 5 yards downfield, and it has to be Cade Bowering coming from his safety spot to make that tackle. So positive play there by the Spartans.
That'll bring up a second down and 6 for Emery. 3:29 and ticking here in the third quarter. It's Juab 54, Emery 14 on our Livingston Photography scoreboard. Your one stop for imagery, copies, and business proposals. Stilson back in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to the near side, lofts one up to the near sideline, overshoots his receiver at the 35-yard line, incomplete, intended for Seth Justice.
Trey London, very good coverage right there. Not a lot of room to throw that ball. That ball would have had to have been perfectly thrown. Couldn't take that chance and had to just overthrow it where only his receiver had a chance, as the Lund coverage was perfect.
So incomplete pass, and that'll bring up a third down and 7 for the Emery Spartans. Ball at the 26-yard line. And the Spartans, of course, will send out Bowman to the far side, going from left to right on your TV screen and your radio dial. And on the near side, you've got Seth Justice and Quentin Sorensen. Stilson in the gun, taking his time. Now he's going to hand it off to his running back, Rance Jensen. Spins, misses, makes a tackle or miss, and gets to the 20, makes it the 34-yard line. Close to a first down.
Yeah, very good. I think they're going to award that first down, and that was on second effort. He got that offhand down away from the ball and able to hop just on it and pick up enough for the first down.
And now it's 1st and 10 for the Emery Spartans. Handoff goes up the middle, and that's going to be a nice short gainer off left tackle for Rance Jensen. And Jensen, a pretty positive yardage runner, at least at this point in the game right now. Not sure if the Juab Wasps have some JV players in there or not, but they've been shuttling players in and out for a good part of the game.
Yeah, it looks like that's almost a whole new offensive line. Don't see any of the numbers in there that started the ball game, but these guys are going to be the future of next year. And you've got Mason Wolforth in there at one spot.
Here's the second down and 6 to go for Emery. Looking to the sideline is Kyson Jensen. Now sends Gibson in motion to the near side. 2 wideouts to the near side as well. Here's the handoff, and up the middle goes Rance Jensen, and Jensen bowls his way forward to about the 43.
Yeah, it looked like, we'll try to call the numbers on that, but it looked like Carter Shepard got in there to make that tackle, along with big number 53 for the Juab Wasps that time, and that's Caden Olson, the junior. As Sam Jones also out there, not only doing the kicking duties, but now comes in and plays a little defensive line.
Third down and 2 for the Emery Spartans. 2 wideouts to each side. In the gun is Kyson Jensen. 1:20 left here in the third quarter, trailing 54-14. Hand off to Rance Jensen up the middle. He dives forward, gets another Spartans first down. A Nephi Federal Credit Union first down. Of course, they've been serving residents longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. Nephi Federal Credit Union, of course, your hometown credit union.
Yeah, Carter Shepard, who looks like he's been shifted from that cornerback spot into that outside linebacker spot, or maybe the Wasps going with a double safety now, and Carter's been moved to the strong safety position back there, but he's come up and made a couple of clutch tackles.
2 wideouts near side, 1 on the far side. Wing back to the near side, back to passes Stilson. He's got time, he's in trouble now, gets flushed out of the pocket, sacked on the play back at his 35-yard line. Brought down by big number 59, I believe. Was that Troy or Dallin Christensen?
Well, we'll get that number. Came from that defensive end spot, and that's Dallin Christensen, I believe, and just got in there after it. Could also be Troy Tapasoa. Hard to.
They're both 59 on our roster here. And we don't have the years on there, so we can't tell which is which. So
if fans are watching or listening, one of those two players made the sack.
Yeah, and a great sack it was.
We'll give them both half a sack.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
So second down and about 20 to go. 10 seconds left in the third. Stilson pump fake, throws to the near side. Gibson makes the catch at the 31-yard line. Has some wheels. He's at the 40-50. He's going to try to split the defenders. Brigham Perry trying to track him down and tackles him at the 22-yard line, as that is the last play of the third quarter and a big play for Gibson.
Yeah, it was, and that's that play that's been effective for him, that little screen play out to the side. And Brigham Perry had to use every ounce of speed to run him down. And just to clarify on that sack, that was Dallin Christensen. So he'll get the full credit for the full sack now.
All right, there you go. Way to go, Dallin. And that'll end the third quarter of play with the Emery Spartans trailing the Juab Wasps 54-14, but they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Thanks for joining us again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trana, Cam Wright along with you as the Juab Wasps well on their way to the second round of the state playoffs. Trip to Morgan, Utah, as they lead the Emery Spartans 54-14. Mercy rule in effect. And, of course, great game going on here. Great game going on, of course, in L.A. as the L.A. Dodgers have defeated the Milwaukee Brewers 5-2 your final there, as Dodgers go up 3-2 in that series. Boston has a 2-0 lead over Houston in the top of the first inning.
Like to hear that. Like to hear that.
All right, that is our Westland Electrical score update. Whether industrial or residential, if you want expertise in electrical data, networking systems, and the like, of course, it's Westland Electrical. There's the first play on first down for the Emery Spartans. And, boy, Cam, explain that one.
I think that was going to be a double pass out there, as they had flipped that ball out to Jackson Madsen, and he was going to throw it down, but he was just unable to bring that in, and it was a backwards pass, so he could still throw it, but he couldn't bring it in, so he had to just spend the time to gather it up and collect it, and he got tackled immediately for the loss.
2nd down and 7 on the loss there for the Spartans, and they have it in the gun with Stilson. Stilson takes the snap. He has time looking. He's going to fire one deep near sideline and looking for Bowman. Got him turned around, incomplete.
Yeah, Bowman got turned around right there. Jake Bailey in coverage. Pretty good coverage, but the ball, Bowman kind of turned inside. The ball kind of floated outside, and by the time he turned around, he was unable to bring it in.
Clock will continue to run with 11:30. Well, it stopped, actually. 11:34 left.
33 going now.
Started again. 3rd down and about 17 to go for the Emery Spartans. At the 11-yard line is where the Spartans need to get for a first down. They'll send out 2 wide receivers to the far side. One of those is Jackson Madsen, and there's 1 wide receiver to the near side, Bowman. There's the snap. Stilson rolls to his right. He's going to throw one deep down the far sideline. It's going to be almost caught for the touchdown, but incomplete, intended for Quentin Sorensen.
A really nice throw right there. Receiver had a chance to bring that one in, and he just could not bring that one in, as that ball kind of split the safety in the corner again, just unable to bring it in, but that would have been 6 for the Spartans.
Brings up a 4th down and 17 to go for the Spartans. They scored on 4th down last time to get their touchdown that put them to 14. So we'll see what happens here, what the sideline has drawn up. They'll send Bowman to the near side. He changes direction, goes to the far side. So 2 wideouts near side. Bowman on the far side, and the shotgun is Kyson Stilson. So the Spartans at the Juab 27-yard line. Stilson is back to throw, pumps. He's going to throw one deep, far sideline, looking for Bowman. It's going to be broken up by Brigham Perry.
Yeah, Brigham Perry that time in perfect coverage. Looked like the Wasps might have been in zone right there as Brigham Perry just backpedaled. He was in position for that ball. Didn't try to intercept it, just wanted to bat that one down and did so, and that'll bring out the Juab offense here. And I would guess there's going to be some wholesale substitutions here for the Wasps with 10 minutes, just 10 and a half minutes left in this ball game and with their lead.
In the 4th quarter, the Juab Wasps leading 54-14. And the Wasps offense will come out 1st and 10 after that 4th down missed touchdown catch by the Spartans. And now we have a timeout by Mike Bowering. We'll take one as well. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
And we're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trina, Cam Ryan along with you. Juab leading 54-14 with 10:18 left in the football game. And now Juab's going to take the snap with Cowan. Cowan's going to hand it off, and it's going to be to the right side. Running the football to the 40-yard line, to the 45, to the 50-yard line, still on his feet, heading downfield. This could go for a touchdown for the Juab Wasps. Coming in is going to be number 55, or is it 65, Cam? 55, I believe is, no, check that. Yeah. It's going to be 65.
55, isn't it? I believe that was
and it's a touchdown for
Bodie Jackson. Bodie Jackson on the run right there, as he was able just to get on down there and scores that there is a flag. I think he got a little excited, spiked the ball at the end of that. And, you know, you got to respect the Spartans. It's a tough game for them right there. That's what really makes the high school sports so great right there, is a flag brings this back, but that's too bad. He got a nice long run, and it was a holding penalty back in the backfield that'll bring it back. But I'll tell you, Bodie Jackson with the thrill of a lifetime right there, and he got out of the pocket, went the distance on that handoff, and nobody could catch him there as he got into the end zone.
Fantastic job there, and now the Wasps will have the ball, leading the Emery Spartans. And boy, that's a good credit to the Spartans for coming through there and allowing that play to happen, as you mentioned, Cam.
Yeah, and you know, that's really what it's all about. Everybody wants to win, and it's a serious business, and especially for, you know, coaches who feel the pressure to win. But really, that's what it's about and makes it worthwhile.
So the Wasps now with the football on this 1st down and 10. There's the snap. Handoff goes to the right side, trying to square to the outside. Nice tackle on the play. A pickup of about 3 or 4, but I believe it was going to be Gibson making the tackle.
Yeah, as he came up and hit Connor Ingram, who came off that deep setback in the I formation there, able to gain 5, but then he was really drilled that time as he came clean in that hole.
So 2nd down and 6 to go for the Juab Wasps. Time ticking, 9:19 left in the football game and in the Emery Spartans season. Wide receiver to the far side is going to be Colby Ballou. Wing back to the far side. And I formation in the backfield for Zach Cowan, the quarterback. Hands it off to the tailback. Ducks his head, heads forward, and gets hit. Fumble on the play, and a scramble for it at the 40-yard line. Spartans say they have it.
Wait for the official signal. They're going to blow that dead call it down, it looks like, because they're going to signal 3rd down for the Wasps, as that ball came loose that time, as Juab's, let's see, that was Tegan Christensen on the carry, just a sophomore right there with his first carry and able to pick up a couple of positive yards.
3rd down and 2 for the Juab Wasps. Wide receiver to the near side. Zach Cowan under center. Cowan's going to pitch it back to the running back to the near side, tries to cut up field. Is Lund. Lund's going to break a tackle, gets to the 50-yard line. He could go down the sideline. He gets to the 35-yard line, gets a stiff arm and taken down at the 19-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle made by Jackson Madsen.
Trey Lund shows his speed, and Trey Lund, I'll tell you, this sophomore class at Juab has a lot of speed between just Bodie Blackett and Trey Lund, and you add in some of the other players on this team, there is just a lot of speed in that sophomore class to go with that junior class that has such talents as Kate Bowering, and Carter Shepard. So very powerful run right there by Trey Lund.
So here we go with the play for the Juab Wasps. They come up to the line at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Now Zach Cowan under center. I formation behind him. Wide receiver to the near side. Handoff again, goes over right tackle. Ducking his head, getting to about the 15-yard line to the 14-yard line on the carry for the Juab Wasps. And that Ingram again, I believe?
That's Tegan Christensen, I believe. 32 there for the Juab Wasps. And that's it's hard for me to see when it's dark. That's Anson Duran with the carry. And a nice run by him for about 6 yards, 5-6 yards there.
And right now the clock is at 7:30 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. 54-14 on our Livingston Photography scoreboard. Cam and I will have to put our heads together for our Big O Tires player of the game. Your Big O Tires and Nephi, the team you trust. Right now, a new running back in the game at tailback. It's Connor Ingram. He's back in there again, I should say. There's the handoff to the fullback up the middle, and that's going to be Shan Jackson. And Jackson gets a couple yards. I think he may be a bit shy of the first down, though.
Yeah, but good carry by him, by Shan right there. And Shan's had to have some quality minutes in this ball game as Braden Pay, who was the backup backup fullback for Dylan Von Motz, who was injured. Braden Pay, when he came out of the locker room, he was no longer in uniform, I believe, a little injured. They went to Ty Durbin, who has some experience playing fullback, and now to Shan Jackson, who got some time at fullback.
Now the Juab Wasps, 3rd down and 1 to go for the first down as they're using all of their play clock they can to get that time off that clock. 6:30 and ticking here in the fourth quarter of play. Now the Wasps will send out a wide receiver to the far side, and I believe is that a freshman 20 out there? I can't see the number.
Yeah, and the Wasps took too much time that time. I think they were waiting for the 10 count from the back judge and never got the 10 signal, and so they came out with the 5, and it was just too late at that point.
Is that Keldon Wardle out there as a wide receiver? I believe it is, number 28. He was the one out wide, Keldon Wardle. And now we'll have a 5-yard penalty on the Wasps. And that'll be 3rd down and about 8 to go for Juab. 6:07 left in the football game. 54-14. Juab has their ticket set for Morgan, Utah next week. There's the snap. Cowan's going to hand it off, going to the far side, cutting upfield, trying to carry the ball and get a first down is going to be Tyler Thompson, and Thompson's going to be held short, but he dances through for a couple yards.
I think that's Mike Rasmussen, 37. I think on the number change of 37 is Mike Rasmussen, and he gets the carry right there. That's a different number. Just late in the season, you get these programs that don't match. Yep, you're exactly right.
So 4th down for the Juab Wasps with 5:25 left in the football game. Spartans looking to get the ball back here for one last offensive drive for their season. Out far to the wide side is going to be Kelton Wardle as a wide out. Zach Cowan at quarterback. He'll send another wide receiver, Caden Olson, to the near side. There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle. And rumbling forward is going to be number 40, Connor Ingram. And that's going to be shy of the first down. Turnover on downs for the Juab Wasps.
Yeah, that ball came loose, but Connor fell on it. It didn't matter at that point. He wasn't going to be short of the first down. And so the Spartans come out, and they'll have one more shot. 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter with a shot to put up some points on the board.
So 5:03 left in the football game. The Juab Wasps, of course, leading this game. 54-14. Coming up, our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering, serving communities like yours for over 40 years, and they do it all over the western United States. In the shotgun is going to be Stilson, I believe. Now we have a whistle.
And false start against Emery as that'll back them up. And Juab not playing really far off right here. Pretty much their standard defense. And, you know, Stilson's got the skills, and he's got talented wide receivers that you've got to watch out for the deep ball, as they will try to score and score deep and quick. So you got to be careful, as you've got to back up your safeties.
In the shotgun is Stilson from the 11-yard line, 1st and 15. Takes the snap. He's going to fire one across the middle. It's going to be caught and hung on to for a nice 7 or 8 yard pickup.
Yeah, great catch over on that far sideline on just a slant play there by Emery, and that's Jeremy Brandon, and we've called that sophomore's name a couple of times tonight, and he gets the good catch.
I think he had a touchdown in the game as well. Now the Spartans with the football, taking the snap, and now as rolling out is going to be Stilson. He's in trouble. He's smothered by 3 Wasps for the sack. I believe the first one in there for Juab was Peyton Park.
Yeah, got in there on that low snap right there. Didn't really have a chance there. As by the time he picked it up, the Wasp had jailbreaked and came through right there, and he just kind of had to just protect it up and protect the ball.
So now it's going to be a snap on this 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Stilson is in trouble again, trying to get out of another sack. He's going to get hit, fumble on the play. Loose ball is going to be recovered by the Spartans. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, alert play there by the Spartans as that ball got flipped up in the air, and looked like the Wasps were going to try to scoop and score there, but very alertly the Spartans able to jump on that and cover it up.
So the Spartans covered up. It's a 4th down. And they're going to punt this one away from the back of the end zone. There's the snap. Going to be punted away with a left foot. Nice drilling shot. No one back to return for the Juab Wasps. That's going to roll inside the 45-yard line to about the 37-yard line. Touched up there at the 36. 2:56 left in the football game. 54-14, Juab with the lead, and the offense will come out and try to run the last 3 minutes off the clock, Cam.
Yeah, about a 74-yard punt there as he was standing with his heels up against the back of the goal line. Got it all the way down inside the 40, so really nice punt as you're looking for bright spots for the Spartans, and not what you want to do punting out of your own end zone, but he did hit off a boomer right there.
So 54-14, Juab with the lead at the 36-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Juab. Zach Cowan will come out and lead the Juab Wasp offense. Coming up to the line is Cowan. He'll send out wide receiver to the near side. Again is Keldon Wardle. Cowan's going to run the handoff to the near side, cutting upfield, getting hit and tackled at the 41-yard line. Covering up a potential fumble, ground may have caused it anyway, is going to be number 34 for the Wasps, and that is
Bryson Baggs. Excuse me, let me correction on that. That is Luke Stevens. Luke Stevens with the carry right there, and Luke, another sophomore that just got a good run right there, and Coach Bowering's been able to get a lot of experience for an already young team, but he's got a lot of players in today, and they'll have some playoff experience getting ready for next year.
1:58 left in the football game. Zach Cowan under center, 2nd down and 6 to go for the Wasps. Double wing back handoff up the middle on the carry, and another couple-yard pickup, and then drilled back is the running back on the play.
That was by big number 68 for the Spartans, Ashton Rowley, as he was able to wrap up the Juab running back, Bowden Ballou, on that carry.
So a 3rd down and about 3 to go for the Juab Wasps, but more importantly, the time is down to 1:27 left in the Emery Spartan season.
And I think if Juab could run the ball here, pick up this 1st down, I think you'd just see them kneel this out and be happy to get out of here with a win and advance one more week into the playoffs, as it's win and advance now, and it doesn't matter who they put in front of you, you just got to win.
So the Wasps up to the line. Zach Cowan, double wing back, one back in the backfield. Wide receiver far side in motion, gets the handoff, comes to the near side. That's going to be Colby Ballou. Colby's going to try to get the 1st down. Cannot. Stopped on the near sideline. And that's going to be by Ecker at the 45-yard line.
Penalty flag on the far side. I'm going to guess an illegal shift or a procedure penalty against the Wasps just by where that was throwing. And that's what it'll be, procedure against the Wasps, and that'll back them up 5.
Coming up, our Sunrise Engineering post-game show, serving communities for over 40 years. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. 53 seconds remain. 54-14, Juab with a convincing victory here at home in the 3A state playoffs, as they will advance to play the Morgan Trojans next week.
Yeah, and I think, Coach Bowering's got to be pleased, and that his offense and his defense kind of both came together tonight and played very well. And I think that's just, it's kind of been the consistency thing that Coach Bowring's been hunting for all year. He looks like he finally found it a little bit today where, well, and he's really found it over the last 3 games now, where this team has just played really well. Haven't always got the win, but have been getting better and playing very well. And, you know, I think at this point everybody's beat up by injuries. The Wasps could hope to have maybe possibly next week in their extra weapon in Dallin West could return, which would make a big difference to this offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball.
3rd down for Juab. I formation behind Zach Cowan, the quarterback, in relief of Easton Wright. There's the quarterback keeper. He's going to carry it to the near side, to the 45-yard line, to the 50-yard line. Has the Wasps first down. Tries to stay in bounds and gets hammered by the Emery Spartans. Coming in laying the lick on him was Braden Howard.
Yeah, and Zach did the right thing. He didn't want to go out of bounds, but he got kind of turned around, and the Spartan defense was there to gather him up. And now Coach Bowring will run on. Well, it looks like he's going to run on a whole new bunch just to take this kneels down snap, and he's going to run his seniors on in his first team offense, and I'm sure it's just going to be their final snap of their home careers here at Juab High School.
And there's the snap. Last game they'll play here at Juab High School in Nephi. 3-2-1, and that's your ball game. Juab 54, Emery 14 in the 3A state playoff first round as the Wasps get the victory with head coach Mike Bowring and head to Morgan, Utah, coming up next Friday or Saturday the 26th or 27th, depending on when the 2 teams decide to play. It's time now for our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We're growing and we're hiring. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. We'll be back after this for our postgame show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed in Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today. CarWiseUtah.com.
Thanks for joining us again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, as the Juab Wasps defeat the Emery Spartans 54-14 here in the 3A state playoffs. This is your Sunrise Engineering postgame show promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Well, the Juab Wasps had a 40-6 lead heading into halftime, Cam. And how did the second half unfold for us?
Well, in that third quarter, with the 6:59 mark left in the third, we had an Easton Wright pass to Cade Bowring, more of a shovel pass, where Cade Bowring was able to take that 17 yards for the touchdown, putting the Wasps about 47-6. Then coming right back, 4:34 left in the third quarter, a 35-yard touchdown strike from Stilson to Bowman for the Spartans. The two-point conversion was good, which made the score 47-14 Juab. And a little hope right there for the Spartans, but then they kick it off right then, and Bodie Black grabs it and takes it 85 yards for a touchdown on the kickoff. Puts the Juab Wasp up 53-14. The point after touchdown was good, so the Wasps go up 54-14, and that was where the scoring ended. In a game that had a lot of scoring, no scoring in the fourth quarter.
Well, a great job, and as we're watching that replay right now of the Bodie Blackett kickoff return for a touchdown, as you mentioned, he just hit that extra gear and then just blew past everyone for the touchdown. We saw that speed last week at North Sanpete High School where he blitzed down the sideline 3 times in the game for 3 touchdowns. So fantastic job by Bodie Blackett in this football game as we go to the fourth quarter. Just a few highlights. We didn't have a lot of highlights. Brigham Perry, of course, breaking up that touchdown pass in the end zone on 4th down that the Spartans were trying there. And then, of course, a fine run by the Wasps as well as we watch our instant replay again, this time by Trey Lund.
Yeah, and Trey Lund just got very deliberate in where he was going to go, picked his spots right there, and able to slide down the sidelines for a great pickup.
Well, that is what we'll call our all-around dental care stat check with those stats that Cam provided us. All-around dental care, everything to do with smiles. Call 435-623-0866. Of course, the Wasps move on, 54-14 over the Spartans. We'll take another break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, on our Sunrise Engineering postgame show, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. We'll be back to wrap up our postgame show right after this.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Welcome back one final time on our Sunrise Engineering postgame show, creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. The Juab Wasps with a huge victory over the Emery Spartans, an expected victory over Emery, 54-14, your final, as Mike Bowering's crew does their job and gets to the next round of the playoffs as they'll travel to play the Morgan Trojans coming up as well. As we take a look at some of the other scores, you had another score update for us, didn't you, Cam?
Yeah, it was Juan Diego all over Judge Memorial in also a first-round game, and that score is 48-0. That's late in the fourth quarter as Juan Diego leads Judge, and probably no surprise there either, as Juan Diego, a fine team. Judge has had a tough year.
That they have. In fact, their only loss on the year coming at the hands of the Emery Spartans, which was their only win of the year. So as we take a look at some of the other games that are taking place tomorrow, you said some good matchups, Cam. You got Manti at Union tomorrow on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. That might be a barn burner.
Yeah, that should be a really good ball game, you know, and I think Manti's a team that's coming together. You know, I know they had the setback last week against Richfield, but that's a very good football team. Union, all very, very well coached. It'll be out there at Union High School, and so that should be a great ball game.
And the other one, Richfield at Carbon. Carbon has the home game, but Richfield, I think, maybe a slight favorite in that game.
Yeah, I would think so. As the Wildcats go there, I'll tell you, congratulations to Carbon and hosting a playoff game, a team that's come off a long losing streak this year to the point where they're hosting a playoff game. I would guess the Richfield Wildcats might be just a little too much for Carbon tomorrow, but still congratulations to both teams.
All right, and of course, maybe you can pull up a Beaver final for us as well as they were playing tonight, or at least a score for us. As we take a look at the 2A playoffs, coming up tomorrow, we've got a couple of games for you. We've got, of course, North Sevier is playing at Millard. We'll have that one on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and South Sevier at American Leadership Academy. And you got Gunnison Valley at Enterprise as well for a matchup in the Class 2A ranks. So there's some of your matchups coming up tomorrow for you as well. Of course, here in this game, we've got to choose Big O Tires player of the game. Top quality tires, shocks, alignments, automotive work, and a national warranty on all Big O Tires
your Big O Tires in Nephi. And who do you think we should nominate for that player of the game, Cam?
Well, I think there's a lot of nominations. Cade Bowering with a fantastic game. Bodie Blackett with a fantastic game. I thought Easton Wright threw the ball really well. Not very many incompletions tonight, no interceptions. So I think you've got a host of players that you could go to. And, you know, I pressure to Cade Bowering. You know, you also, you know, you got to look at Clarence Cool and Mangelson on that defensive side. But I think, you know, Cade Bowering, he had the interception. He had a good night scoring. So I think you'd go to Cade Bowering on that tonight.
All right, Cade Bowering is our Big O Tires player of the game. Any final words about this game, Cam, or maybe as you look forward to the Morgan game, what do you think Juab's going to have to do there?
Well, I'll tell you, I think Juab's going to have to play very, very well. I think Morgan is a very good team. I think they definitely undefeated in that northern division, and I think a lot of people will call them the best team in the state. They very well may be. I think Juab has a chance to go up there and upset them and just play their game.
All right, and we'll, of course, have that one for you as well. Coming up at Morgan, probably next week for you. That's going to be about our show. We got our players of the game, and, of course, we do appreciate Cam. Cam, thanks for being here for the broadcast.
Yeah, it's always my pleasure.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our broadcast here from Nephi at Juab High School in this 3A state playoff game. A special thanks to all of our sponsors, as well as Carwise Auto Sales, Central Valley Medical Center, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Zions Bank, Centricom Channel 10, Materion Natural Resources, Garrett Honda, Security Insurance, Stevens Feed, and Azamite, as well as Snow College. Well, for Cam Wright, I'm Mike Trina, and for Levi Naylor, our cameraman, your final score here from Nephi, Utah. It's the Juab Wasps defeating the Emery Spartans 54-14. Have a great night, everyone.
Run down there and get a picture on the last home game.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.